Welcome, travelers, episode 31, NearDark Studios Death Attack, our D&D 5e campaign. Tonight's episode, although Twitch would not allow me to call it this, a Shiv to the heart. Shiv. Apparently Shiv, you can't put that down on a... it's a weird word, because I've had other weapons in the... I've had other weapons in the title.
Why do you think that is? Comment below. Or
I'm gonna see it.
I wanted you to put...
Is ice pick acceptable?
I wanted you to
An
put...
ice pick to the heart.
I wanted you to put sharpened toothbrush to the heart. That's what we were going
Sharpened toothbrush to the heart. No. Thank you all for joining us tonight on our wonderful Dungeons & Dragons campaign. And we're going to kick things off right where we last left off. Right after Falner received 2 magically seeking arrows to his body. Yeah. You have already been taken down. Claudia, your wounds have been inspected, and she has currently patched you up. Any damage you have taken, go ahead and heal.
Lit. Sorry, I'm sharing my sub anniversary, man.
Several hours have passed since this event has happened. It's about midday. And you all have been sailing in calm waters, but the sky is currently gray. Has been a light drizzle throughout the hours you have been sailing. What would you all like to do?
Well, I would be discussing with Barry where we should be going next.
Okay.
So that'll probably be my quarters.
I'm going to be staring out into the ocean for now. That's what I'm going to start doing.
Your schedule's just jam-packed, isn't it?
Very well might be. Very well might be.
I'd probably go and help with trying to decide where to go next with Jezebel.
Jezebel and Barry?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to start with the first scene with inside Jez's captain's quarters.
Alright.
No, Barry has the map laid out in front on the table within the center of the room. And currently, looking at your position, you guys lie somewhere in between Fort Rosalina and Fort de Santo. 2 heavily recently occupied fortresses by the country of Tuchagal. To the south, there is, of course, the Three Snakes Bay, which is a relatively large island for the Strand, and it does have a quite large pirate occupation.
Alright. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Three Snakes Bay.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, we already got the gold. Oh, you alright, Jez? You've been dropping shit all day.
I've been off. I'm off today. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I haven't drank yet. Kaz has been mentioning that he'd like me to stop drinking so much, so I'm gonna...
It definitely would help out in some situations.
Yeah, I feel like it's helping so far, though. I keep fiddling and dropping shit.
Right. This bay, would any of you know if there is a wizard tower there?
Wizard Tower.
Well, let's see here. Most of the coastal ports, mainly just havens for sailors, privateers, some smugglers. But you might be able to find.
It doesn't really seem like a place that would have a wizard tower, Barry.
Well, no, not like a legitimate wizard tower, but now think about it. There is a place on the southern end of Three Snakes Bay It's old, it's forgotten. I think it was abandoned years ago. Used to be some sort of what's the word that they use? Those people that like to study plants.
Was it for botany?
It was some sort of a botany school. I don't know. Oh, there was a bunch of wizards, a bunch of red wizards. They'd show up and they had a bunch of gardens and they'd, pick a bunch of plants. And there was a tower there. Might check it out.
There might be an archway there, so gate. If we go, I would need some time for myself to go and hopefully find a gate there. I want to speak with Laurician and discuss what we agreed upon. Fauna was not supposed to be injured until, his deathbed. The first arrow is understandable. The second arrow is a little
Injured or
aggressive.
killed? I feel like there were some fine lines in there.
I was gonna bring up the whole magical arrow thing with it seems life threatening.
Oh, it is 100%.
All right, but it's only for fauna.
It's only for fauna. No.
What if we put him in a barrel?
And where are you going?
Alright.
Like have some arms?
No, Barry. No.
Oh, no.
Just because that's what Shiv did to you when you were acting up doesn't mean that's what you do to Fauna, right?
Well, wasn't gonna put the scorpions in, but yeah.
Okay.
It's not okay.
Anyways, I there's other things I need to discuss with him, but I would need some time for myself, so I will most likely go my own way for a little bit.
Oh well, let's see here. Trying to think of the name. Pete's Hole. Pete's Hole. It's a little port on the south side of the Three Snakes Bay. That's pretty close to the Wizard Tower. You'll be able to get there on foot, most likely, while we're in town.
Okay. Well, sounds like an idea. It shouldn't take me very long. Maybe a few hours.
Yeah, just be careful, because we'll definitely run into problems on the way, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, as long as you think you can handle the rest of the party on your own, Jezebel.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. A lot's happened in one day.
Well, if anything, Fauna will be brooding all day. Lavende will. Maybe I should bring Lavende. He probably would.
He's been staring out at the ocean for the last 2.5 hours.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried about him. Not only did he see some shit, but he's filled with mushrooms, so.
Wait, what?
He's filled with mushrooms. He also doesn't have a heart, where his heart's supposed to be. It's just a bunch of thorns and a balls. It's weird. It's also glowing, so that's the thing, too.
Okay.
Why? What's the face you're making?
I'm just
familiar?
I'm genuinely concerned that he doesn't have a heart. That's
Yeah, well, you and me both.
kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the wizards and Neve can give me some answers as far as what's going on with Lavende.
Well, then, yeah, take him with you.
Okay. Well, looks like I'll be getting multiple things done on this trip. While I am in Neve, is there anything you need me to pick up? We have an awful lot of gold now.
I mean, I'm planning on taking care of my own business. You can ask Falna, even though I feel like things are a little tense between you two right now.
He's just being an idiot. Anyways. Well,
Anything in Neve, huh?
yes. Is there anything you need me to acquire?
What about one of those books that has all those fancy spells in it?
I thought you couldn't read, Barry.
I gave you a couple of those books.
I read them all already.
Wait,
You've read them
I
all?
thought you could. You said you couldn't read.
I can't read words.
Ah.
I can read spells, though.
Ah.
Okay, so how about I get you a book with comprehend language on there? That might help you out a lot.
There's a spell for that.
Yes, there is actually a spell that will help you read other languages. Believe it or not.
That would be helpful.
Yes. So I'll just assess what books you have, and I'll just get the advanced versions of those, and maybe I can take them out of the library. Who knows?
Oh, you'll be needing coin, won't you?
I have coin, but I don't have the amount of coin that you have.
Yeah, I gotta do the weird pocket thing again. I don't like it.
Also, just saying, since if you happen to stop by anywhere that has it,
Alright.
I would recommend or suggest. It's more of a suggestion. If you could get me some abyssal absinthe.
Abyssal absinthe?
Yeah,
Like abyssal.
it's demon booze.
Have you had that before, Barry?
I've only heard legends,
Okay.
but I know it's very expensive.
Alright. Well, I'm most likely gonna buy you the books first before I buy you the alcohol.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fine.
come
That's
on,
fine.
come on.
That's fine. But rumor has it, if you drink abyssal absinthe, it opens a portal to the abyss, only within your psyche. So you hear like demonic whispers and shit, but you're not actually in danger. Wait a minute. Why don't we get some of that? We spike Faulkner's booze with it. He starts hearing shit in his head.
You know, I think we've already had enough problems happen. As much as it sounds
Well,
like an
you're-
amazing time, I don't want to deal with it.
Like, alright, yeah, you're okay.
But-
You're all-
We'll have it for future use. I'm sure we can get a few good chuckles out of it, at least.
So, Jezebel, you want me to pick this up?
Yes, absolutely. I want it. I want to drink it myself.
Okay. Well, that is definitely going to be on your dime. That's probably...
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do the weird step against my jacket thing.
Demon booze, sign me up.
I'm gonna grab like I don't know. Hey, how much gold should I probably grab for this? All right, I'm gonna grab just I'm gonna grab a couple handfuls.
Alright.
Uh,
Just gold,
just gold, like gold
gems, root
Are
riches.
there gold pieces?
There's literal gold coin, but there's
Oh, that's
also
coin.
like diamonds and rubies and
No, diamonds are
sapphires.
all for full now. I'm not gonna touch those.
Okay.
So I'll grab a few handfuls of gold coin, and I'll step back into my pocket again. I have a hard time imagining that.
Have you ever had a really long trench coat? Ever wore one?
She's been in Organization
Yes.
13
Okay.
before.
So when you were in Organization 13, did you ever trip on the coat?
Yes.
It's that same premise. You're
Tripping on a coat?
you're stepping into the coat, but instead of tripping, you go
You
into
fall.
you
You
fall.
fall, okay.
Right.
Alright.
You just skip a whole entire step and you go right to falling.
Alright, I don't know if that's enough, but just take it. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like I'll do it.
Sling my bag of holding and just open it up.
Just pour it in there. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get the ship ready. Start moving us towards Three Snakes Bay. And any other orders there, Captain?
No. Let's go.
All right. She put 10,000 in there.
You just held 10,000 gold in your hands.
Here you go. Help yourself.
Some of
What you
those
need.
gold pieces are Azelti Vado coins.
Fuck.
So
Oh,
they
you can't.
are
Oh, shit.
antique.
Oh,
gold.
shit. No, wait. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Alright, maybe you shouldn't be using this.
Give me an insight check first.
You don't know. There's
Give
no
me an
knowledge
insight
about
check
it.
first.
I have to roll for this?
You didn't think of it. You didn't even come to your attention until I
You
said it.
dirty bitch.
All you know is that it's gold. That's it.
You son of a bitch. Alright.
Honestly, they might like that even more. Might get some more stuff out of it.
Oh, going back forward. Didn't happen. We're good. Moving on.
What you get?
Son of a bitch. I got a 4. Son of a bitch. Fuck, well, Kaz is smart enough.
I mean, I'm an elf, so I'm sure I can be able to spot that without the pot of gold. Plus, I have the mind of the king in my head.
I would assume it's something we've never seen before, so it's probably.
It's definitely not a mint that you are accustomed to.
Yeah, and then the deduction that it came from a sunken city, so can't be that hard. But
That'd be
even
one
up
of
to
those-
you guys, it's all on you.
Okay. Well, it's settled then. It's 3 Snakes Bay.
Barry takes his leave. You guys immediately can hear the commands being called out on top of the deck. Sails being turned, the rigging being set in place. Full speed ahead. Ship starts making its way towards 3 Snakes Bay. You all know that it'll take most likely around 6 to 7 hours before you reach your location. It'll be nightfall by the time this happens. Is there anything you guys like to do in the meantime?
I'm set.
I'm going to push off of the railing, and I'm going to walk towards Small Ross's room. I'm just going to stand outside of it for a moment.
Okay.
I'm going to push the door open and go in.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That is a 23.
It's a 23.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you swing the door open, you realize that it's rather quick. Go ahead and give me an insight check, and I'm going to give you a disadvantage on this.
I think it is a 7, but let me make sure. Come on. I'm just trying to make... Come on. Thank you. It's fucking 9, holy shit. 11.
11. Okay. You're not quite sure what happened, but you clearly interrupted. As you swing the door open, you realize that you see Marigold within the room. He's fumbling around with his belt strap around his pants. You notice that it looks like Brutka must have dropped something on the floor. She quickly turns away and starts looking for something on the ground. They both seem to be quite frazzled by your immediate entrance. Lavender, you just barged right in there. How are you doing there?
What are you doing?
Just helping Brutka find
pants
you.
off?
What are you looking for? What was that looking? She's looking for this. She just pulls up. Looks like a empty bottle.
I'm gonna go over and grab it. Go to take it from her. And then smash it against the wall. What are you doing in Small Voss's room? He just died. I watched him die. What are you doing in here? Can you please get out?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and awkward. Okay. You notice that both Marigold and Brutka slide past you and leave the room.
And I'm going to close the door behind him. And I'm just going to I'm assuming he had the bed. I don't know if he slept on the bed or not, but I'm going to assume that he had the bed.
There was a straw cot, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sit on it and kind of just be like, why?
Smells awful.
It doesn't matter. I've smelled worse, I assure you.
No, you smell pleasant.
No, I've smelled worse.
True. You
Yes.
probably have smelled worse.
Yeah.
But
Not I smell worse.
Smallbros was one to not bathe, ever.
Yeah.
His natural musk was quite overwhelming.
Yeah.
He also was quite gassy. All the time.
True.
I mean, he did have a really poor diet, to be fair. But I'm just going to kind of mule over in there and just kind of question why he did what he did.
Okay.
You know, I just want to be in there by myself, kind of thinking about that.
Fowler, is there anything you'd like to do?
I'll go see Buttercup.
Okay. As you walk, making your way over towards Tinsel's room, you come to his door. Yeah, come in.
How's it going?
Hey, how you holding up?
I'm fine.
You see that he's currently made himself a small little workbench. Looks like he's got various different like components. You see some different types of powders laid out onto the table. All of it seems to be relatively contained for the most part.
Just coming to see how how those bombs are going.
It's well, I'm working on them. Not gonna lie, kind of took those 4 days you guys were gone to kind of relax, just get to know the crew a little bit. So,
Sure.
man, dude, I'm telling you, Igor, whew, that guy has seen some shit.
What do you mean?
Did you talk to the guy? Took me
Not much.
Took me like a day to get him to start talking. Then once he did start talking, it was mostly like single words and cryptic sentences and you know. And then by the third day, he really started opening up to me, and he says he saw his literal wife and 3 children eaten alive by a kraken.
Really? That's
Yeah, he was describing the screams, and is awful. It's literally awful. That's all I've been able to think about like this entire time.
Huh. Oh, that's
And Hakan, oh man, that guy. Whew, he says he's not a fighter, but I mean, look at that fucking hammer, man. There's no way that hammer is meant for fixing stuff. That hammer is meant for breaking things and skulls.
I mean, if you're sure, anything could be a weapon if you really try.
Yeah. I mean, like that's true, but how many things, create magical ice glaciers
Oh, yeah, right,
when you hit things with it?
right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That right there should be a dead giveaway. It's not meant for building things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did have some chance to get some raw mana, but I wasn't able to procure it. It's very unstable, as I'm sure you know, in its raw form. But,
Yeah. I also don't want to hear anything about me blowing up a village anymore.
who said anything about that? That is literally the first time I heard you blow up a village.
We talked about this.
No, you blew up a house. You didn't blow up a village.
No, I blew up like half the village. Yeah, it was gone. It's bad. Fields, families destroyed.
So you really gave me the first time around. You really gave me the shortened version of it.
Yeah, very short version. But now I feel like I could just kind of tell you the whole thing because you.
Is there anything else you want? I should know.
I don't know. You blew up like part of the planet.
I didn't fucking do that.
All right, yeah. I mean, I'm sure you probably didn't intentionally do that, just like I didn't intentionally try to murder half a village.
I had no part in that.
Not even a little bit.
No, read my book when it comes out. You'll know.
You writing a book?
I've said too much already. Shut up.
Oh, so you're writing a book. You're writing a book.
It'll come out eventually if I don't die.
Yeah, but didn't your what was it? Ooh, I can't remember your dad's name. Wasn't your dad also a bard?
He was?
Yeah. He was Mr. What did everyone from our village called him? Mr. Gonna Do Never Does.
Actually, he never told me his bard name. That is very interesting, if that is correct.
Yeah, big talker.
He just told me that.
Not a big doer.
Right. Actually, it's pretty accurate. He basically all he told me was I mean, he went through the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, right? But he just gave it up. He didn't tell me any stories. The what was he called again?
Everyone from our village?
No, my father.
Oh, everyone from our village. We pretty much we had a nickname for him.
Oh, you guys gave him a nickname.
Yeah, it wasn't like his own. It's more of like an insult.
Right, I'm gonna need you to never say that again, then.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a kid when they were to say that stuff about him. I don't know. You just said it was true though. I'm confused, man. You're giving me mixed signals.
Listen,
So true, don't say it.
don't say it.
Got it. No worries.
All right. Well, where are you at with the bombs?
Oh, probably give me about a day. Probably get them all done then.
All right. And then eventually I'll try to find some mana for you. I don't know how. It seems like it's very scarce.
Well, I mean, it's usually hidden within the earth. I mean,
Right.
It's one of the reasons why the drow, I should keep my voice down, Kaz and everything. It's one of the reasons why the drow, it's why they've invaded twice. And they're so close to the mana. I mean, some of their war machines are literally, just ticking time bombs. The weapons of just mass destruction.
Alright, well, carry on. If you have, whenever you finish them, if you can bring them to me.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll bring them to you.
Alright, I'll see you later, Tinsel.
Yeah. You too.
Why?
Why are you acting weird?
I'm not.
You're acting all like I said something.
A what?
You're acting like I said something. Did I say something?
No, you didn't. And you're never gonna say it again, right?
Right. I got that part.
Good.
Why
I'm
you
glad we're on the
so,
same
why you acting so
page.
weird?
As far as I'm concerned, you're the only one acting weird.
I'm just sitting in my room making bombs. I don't know what's
And make sure to be careful with that. No open flames.
Yeah. I got it. I'm good with explosives.
I know you are good with explosives. Alright. See ya, Tinsel, again.
I'm getting this weird animosity again.
Goodbye, Tinsel.
Alright. Bye. Closes the door behind you. And if there's nothing else anyone wants to do,
Let's see here.
Kaz.
I want to go speak to Sky.
Okay. Sky is currently. It looks like she's been down in the, I guess the lower deck, playing Three Dragons Ante with Igor.
Just kind of creep in onto their game.
As they see you approach, they kind of stop. They put, they look over towards you. Notice Igor gives you kind of a.
Hello, Sky,
Oh, hello. How are you?
Igor.
Kaz.
Did you? Sorry, Igor. Don't mean to interrupt your game here with Sky.
Not a problem. I quit. Last is too good for me anyways. Oh, robbed me blind.
Oh,
As he gets up. She's all yours.
sit down with her and.
I'm actually really good at this game. And I am 10 gold richer.
I will admit something. I am not very good at this game. it actually got me into some trouble back in Etros.
Ooh, yeah. I heard some of those gambling dens can be pretty bad.
Yes, it could be very bad. Very, very life-changing if you lose. Sky,
Yes?
would you like to talk, possibly, about what I have up here? You know, your dream, Zeltivado, I know the throne's at.
Right. I wasn't quite sure how you knew that. What exactly happened down there?
Well, I was able to relive the whole entire life of the king. I saw the city prosper, and I watched it fall.
Is that even possible?
I've never experienced anything like that in my life, and I've only heard of such wells. It's part of the reason why I'm actually going to head back to Neve and speak with Laurician. But yes, I live through his life.
Well, what do you want to do then?
I feel like I want to find it just as badly as you do.
Okay. Well, you have to run it by the captain and see if she wants to go there, but if I'm correct, then where we were, I'm assuming was some sort of outpost, or...
The king would go there to meet with delegates, so to speak politics. It's a place of business for him.
If that's the case, then I can only assume that the riches that are in the actual capital must be... I can't even imagine.
Yes, that's why I'm not too concerned about convincing Jezebel to go there, so...
Okay, yes, fair point, fair point.
So I would assume we'd probably get Barry involved since he's a cartographer and he could help us create a map. Or at least he knows the seas. But you're the expert on this. I mean, well, I am now too, but sounds like you spent most of your time studying this. So.
Yes, I know that there are many islands that were considered to be uncharted. From ancient texts and ancient maps, we are able to tell that there are many islands that are no longer here. Either they were destroyed or some sort of great catastrophe happened and they were somehow submerged. There are signs of some sort of ancient war or battle, but history is quite scarce on the topic.
It was it was definitely war. Yes, I've never seen machines, or I can't describe them. They were flying.
From what I read, it sounds like you're speaking of the Netherese.
Yes.
They, which would explain the Mythalar as well. The giant arcane batteries. They're used to charge and, well, power their flying cities. It was supposedly a absolute feat of magical prowess and accomplishment amongst them. So, it is concerning, but it does mean that we will most likely come across ruins, and if that is the case, there's a good chance that if the Netherese did attack and they succeeded, that they have they raided and plundered it as well. So, I don't want to be a downer, but I do want to be a realist. There is a good chance we will find the throne room and there will be no treasure.
I'm not particularly in it for the treasure.
Either am I.
We just won't tell Jezebel or Barry there's no gold.
Okay, we'll keep it our secret.
So, do you want to wait a night, or would you like to get to work now?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Yeah. I think talking a little bit about it will help me.
She grabs her cards, she puts them in her bag, and she follows you.
I'll lead her off to either her room or my room, whatever is preferable.
Okay. Yeah, you're closer to your room.
Okay.
Both of you make your way into your quarters.
And I'm just gonna spend the night basically recalling my memories.
And telling it to her. Okay. And she sits there and almost like an eager child listening to a bedtime story. She follows every word that leaves your tongue. And very astute. You can almost tell it's almost like she's like mentally, even a couple times she pulls out a notebook and starts writing things down.
Sweet. Awesome.
As the ship sails and as the sun begins to set, you're about an hour away from your destination. I would like everyone to give me a perception check, please.
7.
I got a
I need someone to 10 or higher.
12. Actually, it's 13 now. I leveled up. I forgot.
Natural
Nice.
20.
19.
19.
That's 24.
24.
Dare you?
Wow.
So, while you are all still on the open sea, Fulner, Jez, Kaz, 3 of you smell your olfactory picks up a scent. Smoke. Fire. Smells like freshly burnt wood, which on a ship is a very bad sign.
Doesn't smell like it's coming from my ship.
You can smell it. It's strong.
Can I see smoke?
You're in captain's quarters.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, everyone here is just within their quarters. You don't see any fire, but you can
Alright.
smell smoke.
I'm gonna go out into deck.
So, as the 3 of you get out and begin to make your way to get up to deck, you hear the bell begin to ring out on the deck. You hear Barry screaming. As he begins to shout, you all make your way up to the surface. You can look out into the ocean as the sun is now just setting. On the just up ahead, maybe about say 300 yards, there is a ship that is currently sinking, completely ablaze.
Oh, fuck. Do I see any other ships on the horizon?
You don't, surprisingly.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to the crow's nest just to give it a good look over.
So as you make your way to the crow's nest, you hear Barry shouting out, "Captain, we're steering clear, right? Moving around."
Alright.
I'm gonna try to walk to the edge of the ship. I want to look for a flag.
When you look towards the ship, it looks like the ship must have fallen over, capsized. So the mast and the flags are already submerged. It's the side of the ship is the only thing that's sticking up, and it is completely on fire. Heavy smoke is rising off of it as the flames are being quelled by the water. You can hear the sound of disgruntled screaming and cries as you get closer. As the boat finally comes up to about 50 yards away from it, the screaming sort of ceases. And you all already begin to pass by what looks like floating bodies and charred remains. You guys gonna give me a perception check? Lavende, you would have heard the bell as soon as that started ringing. Would you have left your room or stayed in Small House's room?
I'll go ahead. I'll look back and then I'll decide to go up.
Okay. So you would have come up and saw everything as well.
I got a 6.
A 6?
Unnatural 20.
So did you want me to roll 2?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll.
Okay.
Don't be
That
mad
is
at you.
24.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you all will make your way up to the deck, you see this ship sinking blaze. The bodies begin to pass by. What you said you got a 24? 24?
Yeah.
Jez, you are also able to recognize this as well. You see one of the individuals appears to be floating face down, but you notice that their attire, their garb, looks like they lost their chest piece, but they're still wearing what looks like a helmet. The helmet looks very much like a conquistador's helmet. Almost has like that Spanish like point that goes up to the top, and that almost like boat-like dome over the center. You instantly recognize that as a trademark armor of the Tuchigol.
What is going on with all the ringing for? What happened to that boat? Did we do that?
We didn't do it. No, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It was already like that. But it looks like it was carrying some army men from Tuchigol. So I don't know if it's some sort of weird naval battle they ran into. Had to have been. Not sure with who.
Do you want to check out the ship? I mean, it's on its side. I can get in there if you want.
I wouldn't. It's on fire. I wouldn't do that.
Is it on fire in the water?
Yeah.
It's
fire.
on.
It's on
It's on
fire.
side.
Maybe they're survivors.
At this point, the ship is. You guys have just passed it. You'd have to start doing a turn to go back towards it. But as you passed it, you guys didn't see any survivors.
Did anybody call out at all?
No.
Like ahoy.
You didn't hear any. Well, you didn't hear. Well, your crew was calling out, but
Nothing
you guys
came back.
didn't. Nothing came back.
So
Not really interested in picking up survivors right now, to be honest.
Oh, I'm on. Yeah. Okay.
So it's not like sunken into the water quite yet. Like
No, it's,
No,
not,
it's-
it's almost submerged.
It's
halfway.
almost submerged.
The,
Okay.
the part that is still up is on fire.
okay.
You said Chuchko?
Yeah, that's the armor they're wearing.
That's not good.
No,
You
it's
notice
not.
that as you're explaining this, Barry makes his way up towards you. When he does, he looks towards you. Goes like, "Hey, we called out. I don't think there's any survivors on that. This is strange, Jazz. This is strange, Captain. We didn't hear cannon fire. We didn't hear any sort of battle. This ship. I mean, we couldn't have been too far behind this. I don't know how we just now saw this. I was keeping my eyes open too.
And it's still on fire too, so that means I would imagine it's been.
I mean, it's granted it might have slowly burned, but it looks like whatever happened, it happened fast.
It could have been an arcane means, maybe?
You notice that as this happens, you notice Hakan brings a like a gaff up from the water, and pulls up what looks like a tattered piece of cloth as he throws it and slops it down onto the deck. You notice he brings his foot and he kicks it out, and as he sprawls it out, you see the white and red and gold bowl of Tuchigol's flag.
Alright, so here's what I'm saying. We get the fuck away from this as fast as we can. I don't want to run into whoever did that.
Well, the other problem we're gonna have is that the seas will be, well, hot, I guess is would be the word for it. If one of the ships are just sunk, and, well, they're probably gonna try to find the ship, and then, well, they're gonna find remains, and then try to Witch hunt. Well, pirate hunt.
Yeah. Last thing we need is Jack Ketch on us. So, we got an hour till from Pete's Hole, so we'll just keep pushing and hopefully we don't run into whatever the fuck hit them.
I'm going to change our sails to whatever the blow boys use,
Okay. Yeah.
just in case there's anyone watching.
Definitely do that.
So, as we're passing, can I, over the body of water where the ship's at,
Yeah.
I want to cast Fairy Fire. I want to see if there's anything, like, invisible or, like, hidden in, like, the
Okay.
remnants.
As you cast it down towards the water of the ship, or next to the ship that's slowly starting to submerge beneath the depths, your fairy fire does not illuminate anything that you cannot see with your own eyes.
Interesting. Does the air smell like, is there anything pungent?
No, it smells like burnt wood.
Burnt wood?
Yeah, it smells like burnt wood and bodies, so there is an unpleasant smell to the smoke, but it mostly smells like charred wood. Giant bonfire, essentially.
I was trying to see if I can smell sulfur or anything along those lines.
Nothing like that, no.
Okay.
Nothing out of the ordinary that you wouldn't smell
How
it
far
up.
away is the ship?
Well, you guys are passing it now, so you guys are probably about 200 yards ahead of it.
How much of it is submerged and how much of it could we see?
At this point now, the only thing that you can see now is the starboard side of the ship, and it is, you probably got about 30 seconds before it goes completely under.
I'm just wondering if it's all in one piece or not.
You can't tell. By the time you guys got up, it was already half submerged.
Alright.
So you're not even sure if there is, if it was blown apart or if it was just went down because of the flames.
Would be interesting to know exactly what sunk it.
You know,
We'll be, but we're not gonna find out. Full speed ahead and get the fuck out of here.
it is possible, Captain, that maybe they just had a ship fire and they couldn't get it out. That would be explained why we didn't hear any cannons.
Coming up from the water, I saw a couple things that I might be able to use. I could swim in there to see.
I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk being seen around this and us being blamed.
It's true. Kaz is right. I mean, they're going to send patrols after a missing ship.
We need to get the fuck out of here immediately.
If you want, we can take the long way. Take another 3 hours.
Take the long way.
All right. After that, you notice that he gets the crew in position. They change direction. You all spend the next 3 hours as you go around Three Snakes Bay to make your way to port.
While we're doing that, is there anything in Small Voss's room? Because I want to try to figure out if there's anything in there that I could do for him.
Everything Smallbross owned, he kept on his person.
You kept on this person?
Yep.
So there was just the straw in there?
Literally, he slept on a straw cot. You notice that his bedpan is completely full. But other than that, there's nothing else in the room.
Can I take that and throw it off the ship?
Yeah, you sure can.
You don't touch it.
I don't care. Get it off the ship.
As you pick it up, it's hefty. I mean, you would have swore that thing was filled with mud.
Dude, please make him do a dex check.
And you make it way upstairs, and at this point, you decide that it's been in the bucket for so long, you're just gonna throw the whole bucket.
Yeah, I was throwing the whole bucket. Either way.
You chuck that into the sea.
Alright, then can I go to, with that done, can I go to Claudia?
Sure.
I want to go to Claudia.
Yes, that Claudia is currently actually up on deck. She's up on deck, and it looks like she's talking with Sky.
I'm going to walk over. Claudia? Claudia? Can I talk to you in private for a moment, please?
Yes, sure. One moment. Sky, I will talk to you later. Turns towards you and... Yes?
So, I don't really... Barry told me I need to I owed Small Ross one, and he didn't have anything that I could even go off of in his room to try to make up for him saving me. But the only thing that I can think of, and you seem to know a little bit about it, is the Tempest stuff. I don't really get the gods. I don't really get any of that. But maybe if I learned about Tempest, that would be good enough.
Well,
Do you know how I would go about doing that?
you would most likely need to go and speak to a priest or someone who was part of the part of their clergy. The Nareed Harbor has an actual school for paladins. You could talk to someone there about it.
Do you think you could help me when we get somewhere that has something like that?
Sure. What were you looking to do?
I don't know. I figured at least learning about whatever it is that he kept yelling about would be fine.
Well, I do have books that discusses the gods. You could read that.
I could try.
You can read, right?
Not very good.
Well,
It's been a long time since I've had to, you know.
let me go to my room. I'll grab a book, and you can go through the chapter that I have on Tempest. It's simple, very straightforward. He's a war god, battle and bloodlust, but I shouldn't judge without those things. Then my purpose, my god, wouldn't really be needed. So I will be right back.
Oh, thank you.
You notice that she leaves, returns shortly with a book. And it is ironically titled Divinity and You.
Shut up.
I guess I'll go try to read this now. Is it okay if I have any questions I could ask you? Maybe you could help me in the future?
Sure. I'm more knowledgeable on Ilmater, but I do know a fair share of other deities.
I feel like you're the only one on here that really knows anything.
I'm
about
quite
this.
surprised that you aren't religious. You seem to be, from what I can tell, a devout worshipper of Myliki.
I don't even... what?
Myliki.
Is that in the book?
Yes, Myliki is in the book.
Oh, how do you spell that? I wouldn't even know that word if I looked at it.
M. It's under the M.
Oh, okay.
You'll see it. It's the deity that has the unicorn and crescent moon behind it.
Oh, okay. I know.
It's often favored by rangers and druids of the forest.
They didn't really... Where I was, they didn't really, I wasn't really...
From what the other crew members have told me, yes, you were something involved with the Feywild. You spent many years in there.
Yeah.
It's the Fey are mischievous creatures that are far from the reaches of the gods. If you don't mind, I could give you a little bit more knowledge on that.
I mean, it sounds like we have a little bit of time, so if you want to do that, I would really appreciate it. I feel like this is my way of reaching out to small brass in that way.
In a basic, short layman's term, Faramine, the name of our world. Do you know why it is called that?
No, not really. I don't.
So, Faramine is an ancient dialect that translates to Second World.
Okay.
There was supposedly a world before this, a place of existence that was, let's say, filled with beings, entities, that did not follow the hidden guidance of the deities. There was a great war, a battle, a schism, and because of this war, And we are talking of war on a divine portion. This means that great catastrophes, horrible plagues, mass destruction is struck throughout the universe. This planet was torn into multiple dimensions that we know as the Feywild and the Shadowfell. What was remaining was forged together to create the second world, a Faramir. And that is why the Primordials and the Titans have been removed from our planes of existence and banished either to the far reaches of the universe or to the elemental chaos.
That was a lot of information.
I'm sorry,
It's fine.
I can get long-winded. It is a fascinating study, but you should honestly read into that book, and it will inform you on some things.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just going to go back to Small Boss's room and open to the teas and try to find Tempest.
Okay. Now, as the rest of the group continues on, 3 hours pass. You all arrive at a small little port known as Pete's Hole.
That's an unfortunate name. Also, before we show up, I want to make the sails just white.
Make them white. As you pull into port, the reason why it's called Pete's Hole is because the port is actually within a cave. It goes into a small coastal cave. As you enter into the cave, there is a massive amount of light emitting from all of the torches and flames that are produced all around the docks and the shacks and shanties that you see within the area. You all make dock, drop anchor, and you have arrived.
I just wanted to ask, has it been a couple days since the last battle with the Aboleth?
No.
Okay.
No. Technically, you, that whole situation happened today.
Ah, okay.
Well, welcome to Pete's Hole. Don't ask me why it's called that.
Is everyone up deck or?
Huh.
No, wait. Barry hears you say, Pete's Hole.
Yeah?
It's called Pete's Hole because famous pirate named Pete, Black Pete, he buried treasure here in this cave.
Oh, I was told a totally different reason.
Well, yeah,
Never
there's
mind.
all the raunchy reasons and everything
Yeah,
like that.
I was thinking of the raunchy reasons.
Yeah, I mean there was the whole like, oh, it's Pete's Hole because he lets everyone in it, and like that. Yeah.
Was he one of them?
Oh no,
little
it
boys?
was hundreds of years ago, so I don't know.
100 years ago.
Alright, well, anyway.
Has he
well,
found his treasure?
No, apparently no.
You want to find his treasure when we found. Don't talk about it. Don't
You
talk
might
about it
have
here.
done.
Don't.
So you rather know.
Also, don't. We don't talk about it until we leave port. Alright? Don't even bring it up. I almost slipped up there. Alright. So, how are we breaking off here?
Well, I was gonna go get Lobday and ask him if he wants to come with. If he doesn't, then you have to deal with Lobday today.
Alright.
But yes, I'm gonna go to hopefully find a remnant of the Wizard Tower.
I'll watch your back while you're heading there.
No, I should be fine. Where is Lobday?
Probably in his room.
Okay.
Quarters.
Start heading down.
Just scream for him.
Right. And while
Stop.
Cass goes through that, what would you like to do, Jess?
So I assume you're with me then?
Right, what's on the agenda today, Captain?
Well, we're gonna try to round up some pirate crews.
Oh, join the Armada.
Yeah, that's the plan.
If we're gonna do that, well, I don't think we should call you Captain.
What's that mean? Why?
Maybe we should call you Admiral.
Oh. I don't like that.
Right,
It's too formal.
but an Admiral's got an Armada.
I think I prefer Captain.
Captain, Admiral.
I don't like Admiral. I don't like that.
Jezebel.
That doesn't have a nice ring to it at all. I hate that, actually.
The Siren of the Sea.
Alright, you can keep working on that.
I'll spitball it. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
All right. So as you're getting prepared to leave, you notice that Barry looks up towards you. All right, Captain. Anything you want me to do? Do you want me to go with you, or just watch the ship?
You know, I do want you to come with me, but I do know that someone needs to watch the ship, so... But we do have other people on the ship who can
Oh,
watch
right.
it.
Everyone here is pretty.
Yeah.
Honestly, the 4 days that you all were gone, everything ran fine. We spent most of our days just sunbathing on the beach, drinking coconuts. There was a lot of fruit on the
I'm
island.
glad you had a good time.
Made some hooch. It was good. It was good.
Well, yeah, all I got was recurring nightmares, so that's great.
Also, didn't bring it up, but thought I'd mention it. Pretty sure Hakan is like some sort of ex-soldier, because when we were on the island, we had a little bit of a situation.
What kind of situation?
Some sort of giant crocodile came up out of the where the small little oasis is on the isle, and Hakan with one swing just fucking took its head right off.
One swing on a giant crocodile.
Yeah.
Are you sure you weren't drunk?
No, I was drunk, but I mean, I'm more efficient when I'm drunk. You know,
See,
you know.
yeah, I feel that way too, but
know how it
apparently
is.
I'm not.
Yeah.
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 That's
Everyone
good.
keeps saying you got a problem.
Yeah,
You don't got a
I
problem.
don't think I do. I
No.
don't. I'm glad you recognize that. Thank you, Barry. I needed to hear that today. Alright. You come with me then.
All right. You notice he turns around. Hakan! You notice Hakan comes up, and as he does, you notice that Hakan comes around the corner, and looks like he was talking with Taku. And he looks towards Barry. Yeah. Captain wants me to go with her. You watch the ship. I think Kaz is leaving as well as Fauna and Lavender, so I think we're going to just make you in charge right now.
There's no chain of command here. Everything's just chaos.
This Hakan looks. Alright.
We're getting provisions while we're out, so is there anything you need?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna leave.
And as Barry, Fulner, and Jezebel make their way into Pete's Hole to look for some pirates. Lavender. You couldn't find him in his room, but you did hear commotion and noise coming from Smallbross's room.
I'm just going to knock.
You're knocking the door.
And I'm going to close the book and go over and open the door.
Lovely.
Yeah. Hey, Cass.
So, I was speaking with Captain last night, and supposedly there is remnants of a wizard tower here. Would you like to come with me to Neath?
Yes. That'd be a really good idea. I think that would actually be a really good idea.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Wait, why?
I'll show you when we get there.
Okay, so I don't like that. I was thinking to figure out why you're growing mushrooms in your stomach.
That could be a part of it, if you're interested.
Okay, so you have to tell me what you want to do, because this isn't the kind of place where you can go off on your own.
I want you to go with me. I know where to go to get into the Feywild there.
Okay, so we're not going to do that.
I feel like I need answers, and that's where they're going to be.
No. So I'm pretty sure that's why you're growing mushrooms.
Yeah, I was there for a really long time, Kaz. I told everybody, but they didn't believe me that I was kissed by a mushroom lady, and now I'm throwing up mushrooms and dead cats from you. Thank you very much. I saw that. I remember.
No, you were hallucinating.
It doesn't
Severely.
matter. It was very real for me.
I'm sure it was.
I heard them crying.
So okay. You want to go back to the place where you caught this disease from this woman who kissed you in the mouth.
That is correct.
No! I won't take you then.
What if I promise you I won't go there? I'll stay with you the entire time.
Okay, so if you promise me that you won't go to the Feywild while we're in need.
I won't go to the Feywild, but can I at least show you what it looks like?
I don't need you.
I'm not going to go in.
Show me where you got in. No, we're not going anywhere in that vicinity. That's fine. I believe you, Lavende. I believe you that this magical portal exists. I want to see if I can make the fungus in your intestines go away.
But what if I'm not me anymore? If you do that.
What? What are you talking about?
Claudia said I didn't have a heart. What if I get a heart and then I'm not me
Lavine,
anymore?
could you give me a D100 roll?
What does that even mean?
I need a percentile roll from you.
What does that even mean?
59. What did I do by saying that?
I've never heard that one before.
Oh God, what did I do?
Okay, Lavinde. Starting to feel very protective of your mushrooms.
Oh, fuck.
What if I am the mushrooms?
Okay.
Well, you want to get rid of me, Kaz? Is that what this is?
This is becoming a problem. Too many crew members are doing drugs on the ship, and it's okay every once in a while. But
Well, I'm not doing it intentionally. They just, like, when I get worked up, it kind of happens, you know?
you don't see the problem in that?
I'm just afraid, Kaz, that if they go away, now that I know about it, I just won't be me anymore.
Lavende, you are going to be you. I don't know what happened to you, but obviously something was forced upon you, and if you don't want to do it, it's fine. I understand that. I'm just trying to help you out.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that.
Okay. We'll try to see what's going on with you. We'll try to stop the arrows flying into Fauna's chest. And we'll try to decipher everything else that's happening in my mind right now.
Do you think that they'll know what the tree thing was?
What tree thing?
Remember that I said it.
You say these things like I was there.
But I'm not saying that you were there. I'm just saying, do you think that they will know that
I
that
tell you
is?
what, there might be a tree in you. There's mushrooms inside of you, so I maybe your leg's a tree.
What?
Don't know. You might start shitting acorns. Let's go. Let's just go.
Would be painful. I've eaten those. I don't imagine them coming out. That would be really painful.
Didn't they come out? Did they not come out?
I mean, not whole. I mean, I don't want to, expel it whole. That would be really painful.
Okay. Just.
I don't want to imagine that, Kaz.
Okay. Just get out of Small Ross's room. What?
Okay.
As you all, as the two of you reluctantly make your way out of Small Ross's room, you finally exit the ship. The two of you have to actually backtrack. Working your way along the docks, you find your way towards the entrance of this cove. You're able to hop off the docks onto the beach, which the beach then leads to the outside. Barry told you on that 3-hour trip on your guys' way here that it's on the coastline, about half a mile down coast. You actually saw it as you all came in, looked like an old abandoned tower on the coastline. If you weren't, if you didn't know any better, you'd actually thought it was like an old lighthouse.
Okay. Am I aware of? He said red wizards, right?
Yes. You can go ahead and give me a. You can go ahead and give me a knowledge history. I'll give you advantage on this.
Okay.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Advantage.
Because they're hungry.
Red Wizards?
Needs food badly.
I got 13.
13. That is enough. You've never encountered them, but you do know this. Red wizards are considered to be the aggressors of the wizard world. They do have a seat within Neve, but their seat is very loosely kept. The only thing that really is keeping them in Neve is the fact that they have not broken any laws or treaties within Neve's country. However, red wizards do hail from another place. And in this place, you can't recall the name of it, but you know that they practice within mana marking. It's where they take refined mana and they tattoo it into their skin. This gives them extraordinary abilities, allows them to cast spells without using a spell slot. Some of them go so far as to tattoo their entire bodies with this mana ink. However, this causes mental repercussions. Red wizards are also obsessed with the idea and concept of immortality, which has led a lot of them into lichdom. In fact, in their country, liches are revered and respected. They are descendants, supposed descendants, of the Netherese Empire.
Okay. Huh. That was not what I was picturing. Okay. On the way there. So, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably have to get you a mark so that if for some reason we separate, you don't get turned into sand.
Oh, that would be really bad, I think.
Yes. And
How do I do that?
I'll take care of it. So
okay.
just follow me and try not to get lost.
Okay. So do you happen to know anything about something called Maliki?
Miliki.
I don't know. Claudius thought that would be a deity that I should worship.
Deity?
Yeah.
Why do you want to get into deities?
Well, I was reading a book on deities because I wanted to learn about Tempest. I didn't know how else to make up for Small Rust saving me, so I kind of tried. I can't really read a lot of it, but she told me about that. Do you know who that is?
Can I roll?
You are aware who Myliki is. Myliki is definitely a hands-off deity. Not a lot of people that aren't rangers or people that are individuals of the forest, very in tune with nature, very in tune with the cycle of life. This often associated with the god Sylvanus, and also associated with the god of Shanti.
I don't really get the god stuff, but I figured Smarvos was like screaming Tempest a lot. This is basically what I told her to.
Lavende, I'm gonna level with you real quick. Yes, I feel bad about Smalbros and passing on. If he is, he's probably dead. But Smalbros was a zealot. He was an extremist in his religion. I don't think I don't think he was all there, to be honest with you.
Well, he kept screaming about burning something to the ground, and
He was screaming about genocide. He was screaming about killing a whole entire country. You understand that, right?
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yes, he wanted to.
Is Tempest like that?
Tempest is a god of war, and I don't quite think that's your style, I guess.
Not really. I just kind of I don't get the god thing all that much, but I figured at least knowing and learning about it would make me feel a little bit better.
I understand that, but with deities, I would only research or delve into them if you really, really want to. Don't do it out of guilt. And from my experience, deities, they don't always come true when you need them most. And depending on who you're looking up, sorry,
It's okay.
don't want to discourage you from your pilgrimage to heal from your experience. So
It's okay. You're allowed to feel how you want to feel about it. But I thought maybe you have been around a while. I didn't know if maybe you could point me in the right direction, because she only knew about hers. I didn't know.
yes, I've dealt in many things: religion, love, many things nowadays. So.
Okay, thank you, Kaz. We never really talked like that before.
Yes.
It's nice.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, let's go.
Hustle up.
So, the two of you make off towards the tower that you can already see in the distance. Meanwhile, back in the port, Barry looks towards you, Jez. Alright, Jez, so where are we stopping
Keep it
first?
down a little bit with the name. Don't be so loud.
Alright,
Get my hood up and everything.
What should we call you here?
Just Captain's fine. Just Captain.
Or how about Fleet Commander?
I'm not trying to get into another weird fight with some other crew, alright? I don't want to deal with that again.
Why not? Oh, you looking out for other people, I see.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right. But what do you think about Fleet Commander?
There's no ring to it either. I need something with it. I like Captain. Captain is fine, Fonu. We don't need to change it.
Fleet Captain?
Why are you doing this?
Okay. Well, I can already hear it. It looks like that place is hopping pretty well, as he points over towards what looks like a tavern that's quite busy. It's actually filled to the gill with patrons. And as he points it out, you can see the sign. Rummy in My Tummy is the name of the tavern.
Man. You're
Alright.
so good at this. Holy crap.
Alright, lads, here's the plan. We're not outright going in and starting to put coin on the table to buy people, right? I want to figure out some information on what's going on with Calypso, what things people are saying about Shiv. All the sweet details. Got
Alright,
it?
so we go in, we split up, we do a little reconnaissance.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Alright.
I don't know about splitting up, though. Do you think that's a good idea?
No splitting up.
Yeah, let's stay
We
together.
bring it in,
Stay together.
bring it tight.
Yeah.
We're just a captain and her crew.
There you
That's
go.
about what I was going to say.
Alright then, let you all take the lead when we get in there.
Alright.
And you all approach, and as you do, you make your way to the front. As the doors swing open and you walk in, you get a good sight of the festivities and the debauchery that is going on with inside. The heavy drinking, the bar fighting. It's very clear that this is a place for scoundrels. This is a place for thieves, hooligans, lowlives, and they're welcome.
I feel we are done work. Can we relax here?
Alright, this is business, right? But we need to act like we're here for pleasure. So kind of have to drink, right?
I
We
think
kind
you're
of have to. We
right.
can't just not. It look weird, right? As I'm walking to the bar already.
I'm with Captain on this one.
No disagreement here.
As you approach, you notice that there seems to be an extremely overweight, looks like female. She looks like she has a corset around her waist that is struggling to keep everything in. Her long, curly red hair, very haggard, weathered-faced. She looks like she has seen the sun for many years, and the sun is winning. Oh, how can I get you for?
Jesus Christ, alright. Yeah, let's see, I'll take 3 of your best tankards of ale. For me and my crew.
3 of all them 2 tankards!
Jesus.
You notice that she turns and she, without even really caring, she slides the 3 onto the bar, and as it does, the foam spills over and slops onto the already soaked counter. You notice that Barry grabs his immediately, pulls his. You even see what looks like a small hand come up from below you all as you see someone take their tiny hand and almost like squeegee the spilt liquid off the bar as you see them pouring it onto their face.
It's not Volna?
It's not Fulner, surprisingly.
I mage hand my beer to me.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
So as I'm drinking, I wanna be just propped up and kind of keep my ears open. You know, Barry, I really miss places like this. We need a vacation. This would be a good vacation spot, I think.
Yeah, Pete's Hole's fine. It's low memories. Well, I can understand that. But I will say this. I think we did good.
Why is that? Look.
As you look over, you see on one portion of the actual tavern, there is a 2 large groups. You can tell them they're very divided, and they are sitting across from each other, and you recognize them instantly as 2 other pirate lord crews.
Which ones?
The first one you notice is the Green Meanies. You know that
Right.
their captain is Captain Goldtooth, and he is a goblin. You know he's a businessman first and foremost. He's actually one of the most reasonable pirate lords to deal with when it comes to finances. You got coin, you got his attention.
Good.
That is how Goldtooth has always operated. You know, he's got a relatively small crew, though. His crew is typically around 10. His ship is known as the Ravager.
Alright.
The other group you see is the larger group. You know it as the Blast Iron Crew. Their captain is Cannon Betty. She is a towering woman with raven black hair. You actually see she is built like a strong, like a power lifter athlete. You see that she has a massive, almost weightlifting belt around her midsection. Her actual top looks like it's actually been fashioned out of cast iron cannons. At her side, you can actually see what looks to be a full portable cannon that appears to be her weapon. You know that she has a crew of 16, and her ship is called the Ballbuster.
Ooh, I like that. It's a good name.
Good eye, Barry. Alright. I'll be right back. And I'm going to go out, like, if I see a back exit or, like, a private-ish area where no one else is,
No, this place is filled.
then I want to go out back.
It's packed. Okay. You'll have to go out the front door and walk around.
That's fine. As long as there's someone knows, no one else is. I'm by myself in the back. Other people there too.
As soon as you go to the back of the tavern also has people outside drinking and partying. This place is it's hopping.
All right. I'm just gonna go to the nearest place that has no one in it, so I can do disguise self.
Okay. See here. You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, here. 10.
All right. You you notice that few buildings by there's a nice little alley that you can slip in between. You'll have to walk away from the tavern, use it, and then come back.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay, so you do. You use disguise self. What are you disguising yourself as?
I'm supposed to be a human female. Very average looking.
Okay.
I'll head back in. I'm gonna go sit back down next to Barry and Fauna.
Okay.
Who are you?
This is me, Fauna.
Oh.
Alright, here's the plan. Now I say we break up, alright? Kind of get in different areas so we can kind of eavesdrop. See what they're talking about?
All right.
Take it from there.
Okay.
Alright. I'll meet you back here.
All right.
So I'll go over on the green meanie side and sit near them and just with my ale.
Okay. What are you gonna do, Fowler?
I'll go on the Blast Iron Crew side.
Yeah, of course you do.
Okay. And Barry kind of goes right in the center. Kind of goes in the center of the two groups and posts up and sits and begins to eavesdrop in on the group. Jez, as you're sitting there listening to the group, you can see Spot, Goldtooth, his long dangly earrings, his tricorn hat, his red admiral's jacket. You can see that his large gold canine hangs out from his lip even when his mouth is closed. You can see notice that he has a monocle on, and he currently is grabbing what looks like a sack of coin and some gems as he looks at this rather large gemstone. You notice that one of the other crewmates kind of goes up towards him and he kind of swats away. Get your hands off me. Yeah, this'll do nice. This'll do nice. Good. All right, boys. We're gonna head drink up tonight, and we'll set sail tomorrow. I don't care what that bastard Calypso says. We are going to pirate what we want to pirate. He ain't no fucking pirate king, as far as I'm concerned. Seas are still fair game. You hear me? We're called the Green Meanies, not the Green Nice Guys. So, who's with me? And notice that his crew immediately roars up with cheers. Most of his crew, as you look, are goblins. This is a very pint-sized ship crew. However, you know that they have a reputation, and using guerrilla tactics. So, meanwhile, Fulner. You said you're sitting over by the Blast Iron crew?
Yes.
Okay. As you sit over there, you are eavesdropping. You notice that most of them are they're actually being a little bit more reserved. They're kind of sitting in close to each other. A lot of them are just drinking to themselves. You notice that Betty has been sitting by herself. She's completely alone. You notice that her cannon is leaning up against the wall where she's sitting. Her legs are up on the table. You can actually see the table actually kind of tilting diagonal from the weight of her legs. Her thigh is like a tree trunk, probably thicker than your body.
That's the 2 C's.
She looks new, bro.
You notice that as she takes a swig from her mug. She sets it down, and you notice that she turns her attention and looks over towards you. Is that her legs come off the table and they hit the ground. You notice that they do. There's almost like a stomp, and she slides her chair back and stands up. She walks over towards you. As soon as she begins to speak, you immediately pick up the accent. It's Crevoyan. You've been watching me.
Oh. As soon as I noticed you. Yeah.
Why?
Just say it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Well, I'm looking for a spoon. I was wondering if it could be. I wonder if you had a spoon that I was looking for. If it might be a big spoon or a little spoon.
That was so much worse than I thought it was going to be.
You notice that she turns and looks, sees the table next to her. So she reaches over and grabs a spoon.
It was a metaphorical spoon.
I will take your spoon and I will break it off.
And then
Who are you with, little man?
who am I with? Well, I am with a crew. Who are you with? Anybody?
Yes, what crew are you with?
Oh, right. Well, I'm with the.
Spit it out.
I'm sorry, your beauty is just so captivating. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I'm with the Widow Maker crew.
Never heard of it.
Right. Well,
Where is your captain?
oh, my captain's around somewhere, I'm sure.
Take me to them.
Why?
You know, so she bends
But the
down.
pot is right here.
She bends down, she puts her hand on your shoulder, and as she does, you feel a tightening grip.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I'll tell you what. You take me to your captain, I'll let you sit on my lap.
Hey. It's quite the offer. But that's what you wanted with my captain.
To talk?
To talk. Alright. I take her over to Barry.
You notice that
Oh my
as
god, that's even worse.
you go to do that, she picks you up, sets you down onto your feet. Just one arm, straight armed, picks you up and sets you down.
Oh.
And you start taking her over to Barry.
Alright.
As you walk over towards Barry, you notice that Barry kind of sits there. He just sees you and he just starts trying to ignore you. Fuck, he did. As you're just standing there with Cannon Betty.
Do I happen to know? What's
Yeah, you
going
see
on?
this happening.
I'm just giving him daggers the
Well,
entire
this
time.
is me, Captain.
You notice that Barry looks over towards her and then looks up.
She wishes to talk to you,
Hey,
Captain.
ahoy there. How you doing? You doing good? Hopefully you're doing well. How can I help you? So you're the captain of the Widowmakers? Is that what he told you? Yeah, out.
Oh, this is not the time to be shy, Captain.
Give me a deception check.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I quit. I'm done. You get an extra 20?
The worst numbers I can roll. Oh. No. That is just.
That's
Who else
unfortunate.
put Fulmer?
It's
That
not
dice literally gave you blue balls. Literally.
It's not Ursus Irwin. It's just you,
Justin.
Justin.
It's just cookie.
Oh my god.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
You're about to hear it.
So you got a 2.
Oh, I got 9.
9. Okay. Unfortunately, she looks over towards you and sees your face. Looks towards Barry, who Barry looks obviously confused. And she kind of goes, "Alright, enough of games. Tell me who your captain is.
Alright.
Please."
Our captain is very mysterious.
Oh my god.
They only reveal themselves when you are alone with.
She bends over and she puts her arm around you. You know, I sort of do like you. I really wouldn't want to pop your head off. You notice that her arm kind of squeezes in. Go ahead and give me a strength check. Okay.
It was a 1.
It was a 1? Beautiful.
4.
4. Okay, she strong arms you. Her arm comes in and it wraps in. You feel your head wedge between the side of her breast and her bicep as she begins to flex and stand straight up. Your legs are just dangling as she then speaks up. Whoever is the owner of this little man, please come before I pop his head. That is the point, little man. She
Alright.
boops your nose.
So, from where I'm at, I want to kind of put my hands under the table so I can do some gestures and whatnot to do thaumaturgy
Okay.
to create tremors.
In the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to start creating tremors in the bar like there's an earthquake.
Is there a save for it?
I don't believe so.
And is it
One action.
illusionary? Or is it actual tremors?
It's actual tremors.
Okay.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't cause any...
You cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute is all it does.
Okay. So as you do this, you notice that the entire bar basically begins to shake. As it begins to shake, you notice that a bunch of the patrons get up, thinking that there's an earthquake. They start vacating and leaving the bar. However, as soon as the Blast Iron crew stands up, you notice that she puts her hand up and goes, "No! Sit." And you notice that pretty much everyone leaves. Few stragglers stay behind. Blast Iron crew green meanies are sitting right where they're at. They actually wait for the whole... I'm going to need you to give me a constitution check now.
Oh no.
You currently cannot breathe.
Oh, we'll pass out.
Stop
pass
using
out,
the big
pass
dice.
Out. You deserve it.
21.
So as she's sitting there holding, with her bicep just flexing, if no one will come for little man, then I suppose I will just make him turn to blueberry.
I don't really need him.
You know, as that Barry kind of like stands up like, "Oh, all right, listen, just put the little guy down. You ain't gonna do anything to you." And she just kind of just
Alright.
punches him. Oh God!
Alright, that's enough.
Oh, got me right in the nose, Captain.
Oh, yeah.
Got me right in the nose.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, he blocks him.
Standing up, and I'm approaching. Alright, drop him.
Are you the captain?
Clearly, I'm the fucking captain. Drop him.
She unleashes her bicep. As you come, you see his purple face start to go flush with white and then red.
What do you want?
I want to know why you send your crew to eavesdrop on me.
I didn't send them to eavesdrop on anyone.
Little
I'm
man
sorry,
stare
dude.
at me
Yeah, because
for a long time.
Yeah, he did. You know why? Because he's a fucking creep. Let me guess, you thought she was attractive.
I mean, look at her.
He has no manners. Granted, though, no one in this place does, so I don't know why you're so off-put by it.
I don't recognize you,
Alright.
but you sound familiar.
No, I don't.
Give me a deception check.
No.
Fuck me. 14.
Okay. I know your voice from somewhere.
There's lots of people out there that sounds like me, so I've heard a few people sound like you. What's the big deal?
She kind of leans down, looks towards you.
That's weird. It's not it. I'm backing away.
She stands back up straight. I do not want to cause a problem. I just want to know who I'm speaking with.
Alright, I'll drop it.
As soon as you drop it, you hear Goldtooth basically almost kind of proclaim from the corner. I knew it! It's fucking Jezebel!
Alright, I'm just gonna start right now. I'm not doing any more fucking fights, alright? Did one with a parrot shit captain. I'm not doing it with you guys.
You notice that as this happens, Goldtooth kind of slides off of his chair and makes his way walking over, hands in his pocket. Now what the fuck is Jezebel doing all the way out here at Pete's Hall and you ain't got Shiv with you? Eh?
Oh.
Eh?
Oh, this is awkward. I thought everyone knew.
Knew what?
Oh.
And you notice that Betty also looks confused. Know what?
Shiv and I have gone our separate ways. I'm on my own now.
And when the hell did that happen?
It's been a few months. Quite a few months. About 6. What was the last time you saw him?
Tonight?
Oh. Imagine that. He didn't bring me up, did he?
No, he did.
What did he fucking say?
No, he just said something that he said you were off scampering about.
Wait, hold on. Tonight? You saw him tonight?
Yeah?
Where is he?
What? Oh, man, I'm telling you, I know you all what you said was.
Alright, yeah. It's not. Everything's. It's fine. We just conflict of interest and all that. But that's why I'm here, trying to procure a few other pirate crews onto my side of the team.
I think I've heard of a little group that's been starting to pop up called the Widowmakers.
Oh yeah?
Well, you wouldn't happen to be that, would ya?
I don't know. What do you think about him?
Sounds like if they got enough coin, I might be willing to read for them.
Well, I can show you exactly how much coin we have if you want to come back to my ship tonight.
Come in!
Yep, that was easy.
Take a look at it. Yes, that Betty looks towards you. I suppose you're also looking for more crews, hmm? Piloting has been slow, not as good as it used to. I mean,
Why is this so easy? Something's wrong. Something wrong. Am I awake? Am I drunk?
Barry, as Barry wipes the last of the blood off of his nose. It's called charisma, Jez. And you got it. I don't. Oh, how does my nose look? It's like an S. Look bad.
You're gonna want to talk to Claudia when we get back.
Alright.
It's broken in multiple places.
Oh, blood just starts pouring.
So, how do we seal this deal?
Yeah. I say you show me what you got, and we'll hammer out the fine details on how long I'm breathing for you.
Alright, that looks me. Captain Betty.
Never liked Shiv. Talk too much. But I suppose I don't like all of the new military on the seas. Too many.
What do you mean by that?
Sinzalin, Aronia, Portugal. Too many.
Do you know why?
No one knows.
Well, I did happen to come across a sinking, burning Teacher Gold ship on the way in here.
You know, she kind of side-eye looks over at Goldtooth. He looks up at her, looks at you.
Hey, it is interesting, isn't it?
Weird.
I guess we should probably get out of here
Yeah.
real soon, because that means Tuchigol's gonna come
Yeah.
looking for us here.
Alright, well, let's make haste.
After you.
I'll lead them to my ship.
You notice that as you all turn and look, you notice that Cannon Betty turns and grabs her cannon, lifts it up, she puts it on one shoulder. You notice that on her weight belt, she actually has cannonballs literally on her side. And as she looks down towards you, Falner, her hand comes to your back and slaps it on the back as you move forward. Let's go, little man.
Alright. Let's go.
And with that, we are going to go to break.
Oh, he needs to cool off.
So, we'll be right back.
Here.
Hopefully you guys are all enjoying the story so far.
Yeah, when we come back, before we pick up, when we come back, we'll talk about 12-hour stream. If you guys
Yes,
haven't heard
we'll have
about
a little bit of updates for you. And without further ado, you guys enjoy Captain Camarillo again.
Again.
Man, he said he was gonna be here. I don't know where he's at. Alistair! Alistair! Hey, Alistair! God, where did he go?
Who are you?
Holy shit! Alistair, it's me. It's from Captain Camarilla.
Captain, wait, that was years ago. What do you...
Yeah, the prince wanted a second one. So he sent me here. He said you'd be here, and we just filmed.
A second one about what?
About whatever's going on here.
Elysium?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, Kindred. Tonight we're going to be going over court. Welcome to Elysium. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the rules and etiquette of Elysium, and some of the positions that are involved with it. Think of court like a city hall meeting, where there's certain representatives that can listen to your claims or your quarrels. Not that it will really help, but sometimes it does. At least there's someone to talk to. So tonight we're going to go over some of those positions. Follow me. After you. Is this it? This is dead. That's not a joke. Alright, anyways, first things first, when you get into court, is you need to do a weapons check. Weapons are prohibited. So, you'll have to meet someone at the door. Hey, there we are, Sheriff. How are you doing? Doing good, doing good. See you're grabbing all the weapons and everything?
Do you have any weapons on you?
I do not have any weapons on me. But if I did, I would act. No, wait, I do have one. The prince's weapon. Yes. The prince told me to bring this, that's why I actually even came tonight. It's a squirt gun.
Why do you have a squirt gun?
It's filled with acid. I don't know. It's just what the prince likes to use. And are you just eating a bag of cocaine?
We are in Miami.
There's a reason why the Camarilla are not in control of Miami. All right, well, let's move on. So, once you get done with the weapons check, one of the next things you want to do is start mingling and socialize. You never know who's going to show up to these things, so let's go ahead and get a feel of the room. Looks like the sheriff is still eating cocaine, so that's good. Looks like Seneschal's going over her notes, probably wondering where the hell the prince is. And we have an anarch here. The one with the really colorful shirt. Let's watch this. This could be interesting.
So, you got two.
Repeat after me. Two of you! Alright, I already know what you're thinking. One, was he drinking blood out of a beer can? Yes. Two, is that normal for animals? Also yes. Sorry, I wish I could introduce you to the prince. That's who, biggest position here in Elysium. I don't know where he's at. He should be here by now. Oh, hello there, Jeets. This is the camera crew that the prince wants for to teach all the newly embraced about Elysium court. You see here, this is a primogen for Clan Bruja. There's one of every clan in each domain. So if you are newly embraced Bruja, then this is the top guy. This is who you go and talk to. Don't talk about Carthage. Don't bring up Carthage. Don't bring up Carthage. Please don't talk about Carthage. It's pretty dead in here, isn't it? It is very dead. I know what it's called. It's dead. It's Carthage. So, some of the other positions that are typically here are things like the Hound and the Scourge. The Scourge is sort of like border patrol. They protect the domain outside, or at least on the border of it. Specifically, if you have a werewolf or a Sabbat problem. Two really bad things. We'll go over those another night. Miami's not really Camarilla rat. This is sort of a Sabbat rat thing. Other than that, we also have the Keeper of Elysium, who is like the host. They are supposed to essentially run the event and make sure everything goes fine, like a good host would. It's very strange and unusual that this is this small here. Normally it's a lot bigger, a lot more kindred. Oh, good evening, Adelaide. How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing splendid.
Oh, that's nice.
This is Adelaide. This is the Harpy. She is responsible for keeping track of all the boons and favors that all the kindred have in the city. So, which you do such a splendid job at.
You do a great job yourself.
Oh, yes, that's, she's so good.
I really don't like him.
Well, I hope you have a great night.
Oh, you as well.
Oh, yes, always lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. She is insufferable. They despise her. But the Harpy is one of the only other positions, besides the prince, that can honestly fuck your life up. Be respectful and nice to the Harpy, or your major boon may get turned into a minor boon, or it might just magically disappear. Alright, everyone, it's been 5 hours. Prince still isn't here. I really don't think he's going to show up. So, at this point, we can wait another hour.
No, I ain't waiting another fucking hour. I spent 5 hours. I got so much shit to do.
See you, sir.
Take it easy, man.
I don't know what to do here. So I don't know why.
And welcome back, everyone. Thank you all for sitting with us through the break. Let's go ahead and get right back into
12-hour stream.
our story right after we get done talking about the 12-hour stream.
So, if you have not been keeping up with that, our 12-hour stream will be on October 25th, starting at 8 p.m. Central, and we're starting with Call of Cthulhu. That'll be about a 3-4 hour game. And then after that, we will be doing a different version of After Dark. It's going to be like a spooky version of After Dark. So, if you send us your spooky stories, real or fake, we don't care. We'll be drinking. And they just need to be short. Most of us will be drinking.
How many words?
I would say like a page long.
Yeah, and something that wouldn't get too long-winded.
Yeah, you can make a pretty complex story with a page of text.
And then we will be playing. God, why can't I ever say this name? Phasmophobia.
There you go.
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Phantom orgasm.
One of us will be playing each at a time with an Oculus, and then we'll have it open for community members to play with us.
Yep, because you can play up to 4 people.
Mm-hmm. And then, there's Ghost.
Good thing we're doing this right now.
And then we have a few other things going on, but those are the main things we're doing right now. And then we also are going to be doing a giveaway. One of the vampire comic foil variants. Which issue was it? 2? 1?
Issue 1.
Issue 1. It's the variant foil cover. We'll be giving that away as well.
I don't know how you see the foil, but it's my own personal copy.
As well as a storyteller toolkit, so that will come with the small manual and then a storyteller screen. So those are the things we're giving away now. We'll be announcing more later.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it on that.
Well, let's go ahead and get back to the game then. Lobende. Lobende and Cass. 2 of you have made your way to this abandoned tower. As you approach, looks like you're kind of in luck. Looks like someone's been using this place as a little hideout. As you approach, looks like there's been recent footprints left within the sand. There's recent traffic. Looks like some wagon wheels were pulled up to the tower at some point. Something must have been stored inside because there's a large indentation within the soil and the earth. It's like square crates or large containers.
Careful, Lavende. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be alone here.
That's okay. I'm sure we've dealt with worse, and if it gets to that.
Well...
Because, do they even know what this is? Do you think?
It could. Hopefully it's not any deranged red wizard. Yes, so, do you know what a red wizard is?
No, I don't think.
They perform feats of arcane that are a little dangerous on the mental psyche. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
So just keep your eye out.
Okay. I'll make sure to keep myself safe.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
I'm going to roll right behind him.
Oof. 17.
17.
Hold on. Okay, come on. I believe that's a 10. 11. I got the 11.
11?
Yep.
Okay.
I got that.
And it's for perception?
Stealth.
For stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you slip into the shadows, making your way towards the interior portion of this tower. The outside was sort of a courtyard. There was some dilapidated, fallen over stone walls that have eroded from elements. Overgrowth here is immense. The vegetation and vines have overgrown the rock. It's going up onto the tower. Part of the tower wall, about halfway up, seems like it has started to cave in. It's very clear that no one has officially used this place quite some time. As you eventually get to the opening, you come to the archway that heads into tower. It does look that there was maybe a camp here, or someone had set up shop and was using it as a makeshift shelter. And you can see where there were bedrolls laid out. Looks like someone made a small fire inside of the tower, a little campsite. Although, after you evaluate and look at the bonfire, Doesn't look like anyone has been here in days.
Okay. Could I roll a investigation roll?
Sure can.
At least it looks like nobody's been here for a few days.
You can never be too careful. I got a 12 on that.
You start looking around. As far as valuables or stuff left over from the wizards, there is nothing. It is ransacked. It is completely barren in here. You don't even see furniture. Basically, you see broken rubble, cobwebs, plants that have started to grow inside. You do see that the back portion of the tower, it does look like there was some sort of greenhouse that was constructed. There's long rows of metal rods and old wooden planks that run up the side of this greenhouse. Whatever was growing in there at the time is not been kept up with, is died and shriveled away. However, you do find what looks like the archway within the tower. It is covered in dust, but you do see the arcane runes that are around the exterior portion of the arch. You also notice there appears to be the only piece of furniture that's still within the tower is a old, dusty table. It's quite nice, actually. If you look at the, it's not just a straight plain table. There's actual engraving, woodwork on the legs of the table. The top of it appears to be scorched with flame and artistic patterns. You notice that there's a strange crack in the top of the table, though.
I'm going to inspect it. Just get a closer look.
Okay, go ahead and give me another investigation check, specifically for the table.
What are you looking at?
I got a 14.
Okay. As you investigate it, you put your hand and you can feel this crack that runs along the center of the table. So it's perpendicular to the length of the table. As you put your hand on it, you actually press down and you feel air shoot back up. Makes you realize that the top of the table is hollow.
I think this table might have something inside of it.
As you tap, you start. Yeah, it's hollow. There's definitely a compartment or something underneath the top of the table.
Can I make a roll to try to find a way of like how it would open, or a way of?
You could do a investigation check.
I'll try that. Oh, that's a 7. 12.
12?
Yeah, 12.
Look around. It appears to be just a normal table. You don't see any mechanisms or levers or anything that you could use to make a compartment open.
And I don't really see a way of opening this. Should we just break it more? It looks like it's broken.
It doesn't look like there's any sort of inscription, like an arcane inscription on it, is there?
You don't see one. If there was one, if this is supposed to be a secret, you know they wouldn't blatantly leave it out for anyone to be able to read it.
Can I look underneath the table?
Sure. Yeah, you look underneath the table. It's definitely fared better to the elements, but it's very clear that this has gone through many climate changes of the cool nights, humid days, hot summers. The wood is warped, and it is besides for the actual craftsmanship, the table is in bad condition.
So, I'm going to take. I have a. It's called a python. It's like a steel spike.
Yeah, it's used for rock climbing.
I'm going to take that and I'm going to stick it into a crack and I'm going to try to pry it open.
You want to do that, or you want to use your crowbar?
I don't
think you have a crowbar with the thieves' tools.
Okay.
It's a pry bar, I think.
Yeah, I'll use my pry bar. That's
Okay.
what I was actually trying to look for. So-
All right. You stick the pry bar in the top of it, and it doesn't take much force. The wood's relatively brittle. As you go and you pull, there's a snapping sound, and as this happens, there's a plume of dust that rings up through the air, and you clear it away from your face, and you took off a good pie plate section of the top of the table. As you look down, there is a compartment. It's not just the hollow piece of a table. There's like felt lining on the inside.
Hey, Lavender, can you help me get the rest of this off? There's something inside of here.
Yeah, that's no problem, and I'm going to try to get the rest of whatever.
Start pulling it apart?
Yeah.
Okay. It takes you guys about a minute before you all pry the rest of the pieces off. You basically discover what looks to be a felt lining inside to this table. You can see that there used to be something else here, because you can see that there used to be a almost like a gate or a cage that would be pulled, or something that would use almost like a blocker, like this was a table, but could also have been a display case.
Okay. Interesting. Guess it was empty.
Doesn't hurt to look sometimes.
Can I roll investigation on the inside?
Sure.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want to investigate it?
I want to see if there's like anything like underneath the felt, like if
Okay.
the felt will come up or anything along those lines.
You put your hands on the side of the walls. You start tracing the table, feeling it. You eventually come to a spot where your fingers sort of slip in to the crack between the wall and the felt leveling, and you get a good grip underneath it.
Pull.
All right. As you pull, you hear a snap sound, and there's almost like sounds like a piece of wood or some sort of screw or nail came undone as it snaps up, and it almost pulls half of it up. And as it does, both of you are blocked from what's underneath, but you can see what looks like a bright blue illumination along the stone wall now.
Keep trying. I'm gonna reveal more of it if I can.
Okay, as you pull again, you rip the last piece of it up, it pulls off completely, and now both of you look down and you see this bright, glowing light underneath the felt. It looks like it was stored away, tucked beneath all of this, hidden between the wooden panels of the construction of the table.
So is there something there? What is that?
It's just glowing, or
It's really bright. Do you want to reach down and grab it?
I'm going to.
I can do it if you want me to.
I don't know what it is, but it's glowing, and I would hate for you to explode or.
Well, I would hate for you to explode.
Okay. I'm gonna try to like shield my eyes so it's not as blinding.
As you all get accustomed to the bright light, it being nighttime, your eyes were very adjusted to the dark. Your eyes slowly begin to adjust, and you're able to get a good picture of what it is. It appears to be what looks like a miniature lantern. Strange. It's not constructed like a lantern. Kind of has the semblance and look of it. It is diamond in shape. It's got a point at the top, a rectangular body, and then a point at the bottom. Gold framing lines the edges and corners of it. It has a glass walls. Inside, you see what looks like a bright blue light.
Pick it up.
Give me give me a. Before you do that,
Maybe don't.
give me a either history or Yeah, history check.
Oh, okay.
Do a history check.
17.
Okay. So, I'll tell you this. You can decide to grab it if you want to afterwards. Because of your knowledge that you've learned about the Red Wizards, and specifically because of the knowledge that Avis has taught you, you recognize this as a Lich's phylactery.
Oh.
Are you going to grab it? Should we take this?
That is, ooh. That's a phylactery.
A what?
It's a Lich's phylactery.
Is that bad?
It depends on the Lich, I guess.
So should we destroy it?
Well, I mean, they're not generally good.
So is that a yes? Should we I mean, nobody's around.
Do I know if there's repercussions for, like, picking it up, though?
Some Liches will curse their phylactery. Some Liches put safeguards into protecting it to make sure that it can't be destroyed. But most of the time, Liches typically like to put their soul into something that looks mundane. This is clearly a show of vanity and power. It was still hidden, but whoever put their soul in this was either a very naive Lich or a very arrogant one.
Is there any markings on it?
You don't see any.
Guys, what do we do? You're making this sound like a really bad thing.
It can be a very bad thing. It can be very cursed. It can be very booby-trapped. I mean, we shouldn't touch it.
You also know that Liches will always know where their phylactery is.
I see.
I see.
Do you want to leave it alone?
See, here's a couple of things I'm worried about. We leave it here, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully some poor snap comes along, tries to steal it, and dies. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario is that someone takes it and then pisses off a Lich, and then that's a thing, so...
That doesn't sound very good.
Yes. Would I know how to destroy it?
They typically can just be destroyed by normal means. Typically.
Let's just, out of curiosity's sake, I'm going to pull a bit of string off of my pants, or just an article of clothing.
Okay.
I'm going to lick it and cast a somatic gesture over it, and I'm going to cast the Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to order it to...
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Alright. The Unseen Servant moves in. It's very light, very small. Picks it up. Holding this phylactery in its hand.
Huh. Okay. So... I feel like we should hide it.
I mean, it was already hidden. I mean, we probably should hide it now. I mean, we kind of put it out in the open. What if we took it to Neve, where we're going?
That sounds like a bad idea.
I didn't know.
Is there like a vase or like some sort of like pot or anything like that?
No.
No?
Nope.
Closet?
Oh, there's rooms and things like that within the tower.
So I'm gonna go out to the greenhouse.
Okay.
And
There are old pots in there.
Yes. So I'm gonna grab one of the old pots.
Okay.
I'm going to empty it out, and I'm gonna have my unseen servant drop the phylactery into it, and then I'm going to just throw dirt on top of it, and then just leave the pot.
Cass, that is a really good idea. There's a lot of plants out here. Do you want to help me find the seed? I think I can do something with this. Maybe hide it a little bit better.
Are you gonna try to grow a plant on it?
I can do that.
Well, I don't doubt that, Lamde, but I don't
Just
think any grave robber is gonna go through this pot.
You don't know that.
How is the flower or plant gonna deter that?
Because who's going to destroy a pretty little flower?
So, did you say you wanted to order it to put it in the pot?
Yep.
Okay. So, you notice that the unseen servant moves over towards the pot and drops it into the pot. And as it drops, you hear the sound of a break.
Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
As soon as this happens, and you hear the glass shatter, you see the slow blue mist whip out of the phylactery and then begin to hover until it all forms up into a ball. You watch it disappear, and as it disappears, you feel this chill and wind blow through the tower. Your hair flies up, your clothes and robes, and you just hear this.
Guys, I don't like that.
And the wind dies, and everything returns to normal.
What just happened? What did we do?
I have no idea.
So,
Whatever that
you're
was.
aware that if a phylactery is destroyed, the lich cannot, if its body is destroyed, it dies permanently. It can make a new phylactery, but it'll take it some time. And it is aware that the old one was destroyed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let's get the Neve and
Oh my god.
yeah. That didn't happen.
But it did happen.
It did, but I'm pretty sure you're not entirely too aware of where the lich is, so we'll leave it at that.
I'm inclined to believe you in this one.
Yes. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about the lich. We have to tell them, right?
No. No.
You're upselling this thing.
I'm not trying to upsell it to you. No. I was literally trying to bury it in a pot, but my
I'm saying like it
This-
is a bad thing.
fucking buffoon. I'm gonna snap my fingers and unsummon my servant.
Alright?
I swear, the only good thing that thing is good for is getting keys off of jailers. Alright.
Should we take the one that was broken?
No, we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna act like we didn't do anything and just go through the gate.
Should we put it back where it was?
No. Just come with me, Lamine.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. I'm going to go up to the gate and
You cast your somatic gesture, the archway opens up, and the two of you step through. And as you come into that familiar setting. You find your way coming through into the mass transition and transit hub of Neve. You immediately find yourself into that white Palestine, almost immaculately clean landscape of high floating towers and robed wizards alike coming and going from their portals, walking through the streets of Neve, having their conversations, going about their life and their busy days.
Okay, so first thing first, we're gonna go see my wizard daddy, and then after that, we have some shopping to do.
Your dad's here?
A different kind of daddy.
Oh. There are multiple kinds of daddies.
Yes. When... how about you tackle deities first, and then we'll talk about that later. I feel that that's another type of conversation that we have later. So.
Okay, if that is what you think.
Okay. So I'm gonna go see Lauricia.
All right. The two of you are able to, as you are walking to, your sigil lights up as you entered in. It becomes almost like a beacon, bright. You actually are looking around at the other wizards, and you can see that their beacons are bright as well, illuminated. It's almost as though that as soon as you enter in here, all the wizards are aware of who the other wizard is, just by simply looking at their mark. You almost are coming to the realization that not only is this a way for you all to make sure that the person is supposed to be here, but it also makes sure that no one is able to impersonate another wizard. Each mark is like a fingerprint. It's unique and only fits them. You realize that your mark, with a slight variation to it, appears on Lavende's hand, although Lavende does not appear to notice that he has a mark at all. You're also looking at the wizards walking about and realizing that the individuals that are with them, like if you see someone who has a guest with them, you see a similar situation. The wizard's mark seems to appear on their guest's hand, and there's a slight variation, almost like a +1 sign next to the name.
So where do we go get my mark?
Well, I guess it happens. You have it on you right now?
You don't see anything.
I know you can't see it, but I can see it. So if I can see it, they can see it. As long as they can see it, then you're fine. So.
Okay. That makes it easy for us, I suppose. We could just get going.
Yeah. So, on to Lauricia.
All right. You take a few of the levitation hubs. Eventually, you float your way up onto the grand spire towards the center of the city, overlooking many or the majority of the colleges that exist here. You find your way walking directly to Laurician's office, and as you do, you realize that his door is open, and he appears to be having a conversation with another wizard.
Sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
Notice that he stops and we'll speak of this again another time. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Kaz!
Lauricia, it's been quite some time.
I see you must have found an archway.
Yes, we are currently at, it was a Snake's Bay? 2 Snake's Bay?
There's something about the peat. I remember hearing.
Pete's Hole.
Please, come in. Sit down. Sit down.
Is it okay if I come in, too? I don't want to.
Well, you are a guest of Kaz here, so you are welcome.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna go in, too.
So, Lauricia.
Before we start talking about business, I have a question.
Yes.
You said you were by 3 Snakes Bay, correct?
Yes, 3 Snakes Bay.
Yes. Just recently, within the past few hours, received reports of some sort of arcane phenomenon going on within the Strand. They're calling it the Fracture. I've already had to deploy several dimensional rangers to look into the situation. Apparently, arcane storms, fractured ocean, a rapid maw of whirlpool and maelstroms unleashed itself upon the ocean. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Oh, boy.
Apparently very close to where you are.
Yeah. So, it's kind of in the subject of what I wanted to talk to you, eh?
Right, close the door first.
Yes. Get up and close the door.
Notice as he does, he moves over to the desk and he grabs a gold twine out of his desk and he wraps it around his finger. And he casts a spell, and as he does, you notice that this gold light bubble surrounds his desk and you. Alright, we should be fine from prying eyes, anyone trying to scry on us, or hear our conversations.
Okay, so...
It's off the records, by the way.
Yeah,
You caused it, or somehow were involved in it, I'm assuming.
Yes, by the way, I broke a Lich's phylactery on the way here. Anyways. Since we're
What are you all doing?
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on right now. So, my brain feels like it was trampled by 1,000 large beasts. I can't even describe it. It is pounding right now.
Is it from the magical effects of the fracture?
No, it's a well of some kind. Is it a dream well?
You used a dream well.
Yes.
Kaz, that is very dangerous. Elves have gotten lost in those. Those are not meant for anyone other than the elf that put the memories in there.
Yeah.
Whose memories did you absorb?
The king of Zeltivado.
Could you please repeat that last part?
It's the king of Zeltivado.
Eliaphel.
Yeah. I saw everything.
Zeltivado is no longer... It is no longer here. It is gone. It is beneath the depths. Lost.
Oh, we found a way. Apparently there's mechanical, I think they call it, technology. Have you heard of this technology? Anyways, we went in a fish, and it was made out of metal, and it brought us down to below the ocean, and we found remnants of the city. The Silver Salt Company, they were excavating mana.
How did it survive beneath the waves for so many centuries?
There was...
I think...
This, they used it, the Netheries used it to power the giant war machines.
A Mythalar?
Yes, there's a Mythalar down there.
There was a Mythalar at the bottom of the ocean?
Yes.
Is that what exploded?
Well, that explains things. So, along with finding that, we found an aboleth, killed it. We rescued people. There's that. There's good. But we also found out that Old Bela has been trying to fund this excavation to use the mana to invade Abaddon.
And I'm assuming that you have full faith and trust in your companion here?
Yes.
Alright, I will be coarse with you here. Kaz? We are aware that Old Bela is currently trying to set up an operation here, Abendol. They are looking to invade. And they have been setting their plan in action for quite some time. This is why they wanted the lodestone. This is why they wanted to use the Elven Gates. We are starting to realize that this may have been a diversion, or if not a diversion, a backup plan. We already have Old Bela here on Abendol. And they have aligned themselves with Tuchigol.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out the paperwork from Manning's office and put it onto his desk.
Well, it's Fort Squall. It looks like they have units or something along those lines hidden. On the way to Three Snakes Bay, by the way, there was a burnt down Trutical ship. So I don't know what's happening. It's just
There's something in the strand that they're looking for. That is all that we are aware of. It involves as El Tibado. We are not quite sure what it has to do with the plan. But we are also aware that some of the pirates are getting involved in this as well. I don't know if you've noticed, but the forces have started to bolster down there. Cinderland is lending aid to Aronia. Aronia is, well, they're now in league with Venalia, who's dealing with the fronts in the north. I'm afraid that the plan that Old Bela is initiating is going perfectly according to plan. Right now, Venalia is being stretched thin. Aronia is helping for now, but I don't trust Ventus Merryway at all. The man is a snake and far too smart for his own good.
yes, that sounds like Ventus.
He's not a good person.
And on top of that, some pirate, his name goes by Calypso. He apparently is working hand and foot with Old Bela.
Oh. Ah. Ooh. Oh. So, okay.
Know of him?
Yeah, I know Calypso. So my captain, Jezebel, kind of wants to, kick him out of the whole entire running of Pirate King, or whatever they're calling it.
So he's a problem for you as well?
Yes.
Good. Good. Well, Kaz, I know you may not feel like it, but whether you want to or not, you are essentially now an agent of the Thorn. And if you wish, I can properly induct you into the Covenant. I cannot force you into this, but at the moment you are doing work for our organization. And I'm asking you to do this as a mentor and as someone who is seeing great potential.
Okay. So before we talk about that, actually, on that subject, Fauna. You remember Fauna?
Yes, the loud one.
Yeah.
Who spoke very broken common.
Yes. You remember what's happening with him with the Covenant, right?
Correct. I just dealt with his quarry oath.
So he received a mark.
Yes, that is the mark of quarry. It will be on him until he dies. It cannot be removed unless the elf who put it on him wills it, even after death.
Okay. Well, so the first arrow came.
Yes, it was fired from this office.
Oh, there was another.
There was a second arrow. So,
I believe your companion said something to anger. It was... Various curses were thrown about before he fired the second arrow, and I had to restrain him from firing another one.
So is that the last arrow until Fauna is old and decrepit and about to die?
The mark of quarry is not something that is to be taken lightly at all. Every time he dreams, he will see Fauna. He will never see Arvandor again until Fauna is dead. He is taking one of the most precious gifts that we have as an elf and sacrificing it for pure vengeance. It took everything. I had to convince him.
Okay.
He will always hear Falna's words in his mind. He will always know where Falna is. His arrows will always find Falna. In fact, I don't know how old your companion is, but the next how many hundreds of years he is alive will be his entire existence.
I don't mean to interrupt, but is there a way that you said that the person can will it away? Is there?
Yes, if he forgives Falna, which I'm going to blatantly tell you is very unlikely, then the curse may be lifted.
So he can hear Fauna all the time.
Yes.
He knows everything then, since that.
Fauna might die tomorrow. I mean, I'm not going to give him much time. I mean, maybe a week.
He has been I forbade it from him to take Falna's life. The other unique quality of the mark is he can sense when his prey or his quarry is near death. In fact, he could use that mark to torture Falna for years, inflicting just enough damage to make him wish he was dead.
Oh, so if he gets another arrow, we don't have to worry about him dying.
No, he will have to worry about the persistent threat of arrows,
Okay.
making his way towards him, which I'm sure no one wants to be shot with an arrow.
See, Lavende, Fauna's fine. He's going to be okay. He might get shot a couple times, but he's not going to die from it.
I do think that he needs to learn from it, though.
No, he won't learn from it.
I know he won't, but there's always a chance, right? I mean, clearly he's not going to forgive Falner, but I mean, Falner needs to learn a lesson.
The mark will eventually take its toll on Falner as well. The longer a quarry is inflicted with the mark, the more they begin to be reminded of it. And it's eventually, when he dreams, he will relive the exact moment that caused the mark to be placed on him. Most likely murdering his brother. So it will eventually consume him. It may even make him go forth to find a way to remove it and make peace, which is what I hope. I would really rather not have him wasting his years waiting for this Falner to die.
Well, me too. It sounds like a poor situation on both ends. Well, as long as I know that he won't die from him being...
Accidentally shooting one too many arrows.
Yes.
Because he's going to say a lot of things. It's going to get him shot. That's what kind of his thing.
Well, I would advise him to not. And remember, he can hear. So if he wishes to speak, he will be able to listen.
Okay. So, I'll keep that in mind. I will tell Fauna once, and only once. And everything from there on out, it's his fault.
I'm okay with that.
So,
Agent. So I would be part of the Covenant?
correct. And you would be the first dark elf in a very long time. Hasn't been a dark elf in the Covenant since Barad-dûn.
Well, I wouldn't mind another fancy title. Appears I'm on the path as it is anyway.
Very well. You will, of course, need a moonblade. That is a customary...
Unsheath it and show it to him. Yeah, what a piece.
Is that moonblade who... It's yours now. Clearly you're holding it, but... Did that moonblade belong to Eli Fell?
Show him the names that are inscribed onto it.
You see him begin to almost like well up.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
That's fine. I'm proud of you. Happy.
Thank you.
No moonblade. You already have one. So, I will give you this sending stone. You can use that to speak with me when you wish.
Thank you.
I will have your official inauguration on a later date.
Okay.
For now, I will give you your first orders. Eliminate and deal with Calypso and his Tuchigol allies. Give old Bela not a foot to stand on in the Strand. We are already dealing with them in Eastwatch, and they've already invaded the north.
Alright. Well. Understood. I'll make sure that Calypso ceases to breathe.
Alright. If there is nothing else, then I need to report to my superiors.
I believe Navade and I will have oh, hold on. Almost forgot Navade.
Yeah.
He has fungus growing in him. So who would I see about that?
I don't have a heart either.
Yes, there's that issue too.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Wow, you
Things happen really fast sometimes.
One moment. As he slides his chair up, he moves back, grabs a book off the shelf, sits down. So you do not possess a heart.
No. It's like thorns.
The inside of his body is filled with fungi. Mushrooms, you say?
Yes, he had fungi growing inside of him.
I threw them up the first time, and then they opened me up the second.
And have you come into contact with any sort of diseases or...
No, So, I went to the Feywild, and this, mushroom lady kissed me, and then it was shortly after that I threw up the mushrooms. I don't know her name. I don't know if it's a her. It just looked like one.
You notice his face gets kind of grim. Are you sure that was the Feywild?
I don't know. I was shown how to open portals to the Feywild.
Picks up a piece of a silver bar, almost like a paperweight. Grabs it. It begins to glow. Would you please grab that?
Okay. And I grab it.
As you grab it, you notice that the spirals on your arm begin to light up green. You notice that as that happens, the sparkles and fairy glitter begins to almost fall off, kind of like a Tinkerbell. It begins to shower off your arm.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. What is it doing?
That is an enchanted piece of cold iron. It will allow me to see any sort of fey corruption or fey presence. Your skin is literally riddled with fey magic. It is embedded within your very being. However, he said he had mushrooms inside of him, correct?
Yes. He had mushrooms inside of him. Nobody told me he has a tree inside of him now. And,
yeah.
His heart is not beating. You can feel it.
However, that bar should have made your insides glow as well. Which tells me it's not Fey related. And now I am very concerned.
Is there somebody I can talk to here?
Give me a moment. He turns around, he knows he opens up a cupboard, grabs, you hear sounds of glass clinking around before he pulls out a vial. Ah, good. Not expired. Yeah, not expired. Drink this.
Right now?
Yes, right now. Drink it, drink it, drink it. Down, down, down. Alright.
Okay.
Any effects? Feel anything?
Is
there any sort of warming sensation in the belly?
I don't feel...
You feel nothing.
I feel nothing. Am I supposed to feel warm? That's not the
You
good
should
thing?
start to feel tingly, warm almost immediately.
No, I don't feel that.
Okay. Alright, that rules out poison or disease. You are not infected with some sort of poison or disease, magically induced or not. I'm going to save the worst one for last, so we're going to try one more thing, and then after that we're going to try the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Laughing thing, dude. Getting opened up and shit.
As he pulls out what looks like another, like a little bauble, a clear orb, nothing inside of it. You notice that he does a smack against the orb, and as he does, you see it change color, and it almost looks like there is a flare or a spark inside of it. Go ahead and grab that.
What is that? What is it?
Okay. And all right, no color changes. That rules out infernal. Now for abyssal.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of scared.
It'll be okay.
It's fine. You notice he grabs what looks like almost like a pepper shaker. Alright. Come closer. Alright. And you notice he blows this powder into your face. You notice that as he begins to cough, you immediately, you watch his eyes go dilate solid black. There it is. There is the abyssal corruption. You notice that the entire human part of his body begins to blister, and all of a sudden mushrooms begin to pop out. You don't feel it. It just starts happening.
This is not good.
Yes, it's not good.
Can we stop this, please? I don't...
It's alright, it's alright. So he grabs another potion. Drink this.
I'm gonna drink it hurriedly.
You notice as he drinks it, there's a moment where it starts to die down. The mushrooms begin to rip and fall off and fall to the ground. As they do, you actually watch them hit the ground, and you see them instantly turn to mold. And before they just begin to disintegrate, you notice that as this happens, Lurician brings his hand up. He casts a somatic gesture onto the ground and slams it. As he does, you see the mold spores begin to catch a blaze before it begins to burn away. And as it burns away, it leaves a name written in the burnt mold. Zuktmoy, Queen of Fungus.
So that... She said I was hers.
She's a demon lord. Lavender, I need you to think very, very hard about this. Are you sure you spent time in the Feywild and you weren't in the abyss?
No, I was definitely in forests. I don't... Do they have forests in the abyss?
Her realm looks like...
But I seen...
growth and vegetation.
But I seen
She
people
may have
there.
blocked it from your mind or altered it, but you are definitely infected with her presence.
But last time I was here, I met Mothon, and I remember him. He was here. He was like a giant thing. He's the one who showed me how to go back.
It's very possible that you may have... I'm very sorry, Lavender. Feywild is a very chaotic, very random plane of existence. The abyss is chaotic. If you want to think of the planes on a stacked level, chaos typically stacked next to each other. The Feywild, the Shadowfell, we like to think that they are mere images of our world. It's actually much bigger than that. They are mere images of the universe. They are mere images of the other realms as well. There are parts of the abyss that are touched by the Feywild. This is known as the Underrot.
I guess I didn't really know the name for it, so everybody just said it was from the Feywild, so I kind of just went along with it. What do I do about it?
I'm unsure. I do not know much about Zuktmoy, but I do know that she does have a very, very, very small following. Cultists, really. They're not good, that's definitely for sure. They partake in a ritual where they there's many names for it. The Dark Banquet is one of them. A captive will be taken to a table. Upon the table will be filled with every species and type of fungus and mushroom and mold that you can think of, and they are forced to devour it until the table is clean. Most, the lucky ones, die during the consumption. The unlucky ones writhe in pain through the night and die in their cells, and the worst ones of all, the ones that live all the way through it. they are taken to a special garden where they are planted and used as fertilizer for the mushrooms.
I don't remember any of that.
While they're still alive. I will get a hold of a friend of mine who is a demonologist. He'll be able to give me some more information on Zuktmoy. It's clear that you are still alive. She needs you for something. And your heart being missing, well, that doesn't sound like her MO. So, they must have a great plan for you. Or a ungreat plan. Either way, I'll add that to my to-do list.
Well, thank you for helping Loveday. At least we have an idea what we're dealing with now.
I opened one of those portals here when he showed me. Is that bad? I didn't go in, but when he showed me it was here.
No. Neve is warded beyond all comprehension. Our glyphs are strong. Any portal opened here is a one-way ticket unless we allow it. Nothing's going to come back through whatever you opened. I'm sure if it even is still open, it's most likely closed now.
I closed it, but I didn't know if that was... I didn't know if you should know that there was one here.
There are entrances to the Feywild, to the Shadowfell, to the Abyss, to Avernus, to Elysium, all of them. When you know the mysteries of the planes, the world is much more small than you think.
Okay. That is not what I was expecting to hear. But I don't really have a choice to deal with it, I guess. It makes more sense why she said I was hers.
I guess, yeah. Well, if we got... That looks like it's putting us in a direction, at least.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we shouldn't take in much more of your time. Thank you. I'll stay in touch.
Yes, thank you very much.
Alright. Go, I have work to do.
Alright, Loveday, let's head to town square and try to find the books for Barry.
Okay.
Alright. And as you guys do that, we're going to go ahead and we'll skip shopping. We're just going to move you guys back to getting back home. Or getting back to the ship.
How much gold should I remove from my inventory?
So you'll be able to get the books, and did you want to get the alcohol as well?
Yeah, I'll get the alcohol.
Okay, so it would have been 8,000 gold altogether. That liquor for one bottle is 7,000.
I gave him 10,000.
7,999.
Yep.
You said it was 8,000 gold?
8,000 gold.
Oh, 10,000 gold. That's like a very
Oh.
expensive bottle.
I'm sorry, man.
You bitch.
It's fine.
Deal with some shit.
You bitch.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. And you eventually make your way back. As you all do, you come to the ship. Actually, and as you do, it looks as though Jez and Fulner have returned. Barry is up on the ship as well. All of you see Lavende and Kaz making their way back up onto the ship.
So, did you bring the goods?
Yes, I brought the books.
Right.
And I brought the booze. Oh my gosh.
Perfect. Actually, I can split this. I have a few pirate lords on the ship right now that I'm in talks with if you want to meet them.
They're currently waiting in your captain's quarters.
Okay. We need to talk later.
About what?
Well, about Loveday. He's got a whole lot going on.
It is
Yeah, I know, but-
No, it's worse than we thought, I think.
What do you mean it's worse?
Maybe we should wait till after.
Yeah.
'cause it's
So yeah, What do you? What the?
How are you gonna leave? I'm trying to have a good night and get wasted in my quarters with these people. And now I'm gonna be worried about.
What's wrong with Lavender?
Okay. Well, both your Okay. So there's a couple situations that got worse tonight. So, your situation, a lot worse than I thought. His situation, a lot worse than I thought. I may have... Never mind.
May have what? May have what, Lavender?
Are you dying? What happened?
I'm not dying.
I-
Maybe not anytime soon.
Well,
I don't really know.
May have joined a organization that you may be very familiar with. Farmer. So...
What organization? You joined them.
Well, they're actually good people trying to do good things.
Good people.
Wait, you joined the crew
They
that's
can-
shooting arrows into him.
They can hear everything you say.
I can hear everything I say.
Yes, they can hear everything you say. He knows when you're awake, when you're sleeping, when you're shitting. I mean,
Whenever
He can hear me while I'm in the privy.
yes. And
That's interesting.
it doesn't matter where you're at.
Can he turn it off?
He could turn it off.
I mean, hearing me.
No. He also dreams of you.
he can't.
This is the worst relationship I've heard in my entire life.
Are you saying I'm the man of his dreams?
Oh my god.
That's just going to get you another arrow.
You keep saying stupid shit like that. Yes, you're
Alright,
gonna get another arrow.
I have some important people waiting in my quarters right now, so what are the bullet points here?
Oh, wait.
Okay, so bullet points. Demon is trying to possess Namde.
What?
Wait, what demon?
I'm now an agent.
When
the
did this
Covenant of
happen?
Thorns. And Fauna is going to have arrows shot into him for the rest of his life. So bullet points.
Pardon me.
Alright. So now I know
so
That's just why I said it's maybe wait till later.
Oh yeah.
Alright, how I get this off?
Be a nice person.
We'll talk. Okay, we'll just hold that for a second. I'll talk to you later. You come with me. Come with me.
Okay.
You want me to come with you?
No.
No,
I helped
Fauna,
you.
you almost got.
I brought them all here.
No, Fauna, you know what you could do? Why don't you whip up something good for us to eat tonight? How about that? Does that sound good?
I can do that.
Alright, why don't you take Lavender with you?
Let's
Maybe
go
use some of his
Lavender.
mushrooms.
I don't think
Okay.
that's. I think that's a really bad idea.
What mushrooms?
Yeah, I would not eat those mushrooms.
I wouldn't eat those
What
mushrooms.
fucking mushrooms?
Just.
I'm heading back to my quarters.
Did you bring some
I will
mushrooms?
follow
No,
Jezebel.
okay.
I mean, I'm a.
You notice that Barry's standing by your captain's quarters. He opens the door for you and Kaz,
Thank you, Barry.
and then he follows you guys as soon as you guys come in. He closes the door behind him. And he's like, as he closes the door, he looks towards you. Captain, you want me to stand here or stand outside? God.
Stand here, and also I think Kaz should have something for you, right?
Oh, yes. Here you go.
Is the book?
I give him the books.
Alright.
Okay.
Like Kaz, I'll take a
And
minute.
I got this. And I bring out the bottle. I don't know how big it is, but
It's big.
wow.
Yeah, and actually, as you look at, you pull the bottle out, you show it. The bottle itself even looks menacing. It's actually a visual depiction of the abyss. So the top of it is this very narrow, and you see these almost these like glass-like rings that fan out as it gets larger and larger as it goes down to the base of it, which is at its widest. Each one you see, it looks like a spiral of souls and malicious and vicious demonic faces that are weaved in between the black and purple glass.
Beautiful.
So I don't know what this does, but I feel like we should not drink all of it tonight.
No. We have more important things to do right now.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. So
You notice he sets it down, and as this happens, you notice that gold tooth kind of looks over there. You're like,
Hey, what are you all thinking so good over there?
Don't worry about it. We'll share it with you later, but we need to talk first.
All right.
Lords, meet Kaz, my right-hand man.
hello. Hi. Oh my.
Nice to meet you. Goldtooth.
Nice to meet you, Goldtooth.
He shakes your hand, and you notice that the female is standing there. She looks towards you. Hello.
Hello. You are impressive.
My name is Betty.
My name is Kaz.
Oh, he's got swooping on your girl.
Well, now that we're all here, we can talk shop?
Yes.
Please.
Alright, first order of business. I need to show Captain Goldtooth here what I can provide, right?
Yes, obviously. I need to see how much you can pay me.
Alright, I'll show you in person. How about that? It's gonna sound weird, so just stay with me.
Alright.
Come here.
Walks over towards you.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Stay with me.
He looks towards Betty. If I don't come back, Betty, you start blasting.
No, you're coming back. Let's not talk about blasting, alright? I do that here.
She looks towards Goldtooth. I can do that.
It's lovely talking to you. Alright, so I'm gonna start putting my foot in.
Yep.
Just do what I'm doing, alright? Put it right in
Alright.
here and start stepping.
And as he does, you you go right in with him.
Alright.
And you guys pop forward, and he stands there within your vault room.
Bask in the glory of my wealth.
There's no way this is fucking real.
I'll tell you what. Little treat. Coming along and talking to me. Go ahead and take a piece.
Grabs it.
This is fucking real.
Oh, it's fucking real. And only I have access to
I'm
it, so
in.
don't get any weird ideas, alright? Because I'm watching you.
I'm in.
You're in.
I'm in.
Alright.
Where'd you get this?
Don't worry about it.
Is there more?
You know, maybe if you're loyal enough, I'll show you. Even give you a map where it's at.
Yeah, I'm in.
Alright.
You got me as a raver.
Alright.
Alright, get me out of here. Get me out of here before I start salivating.
Yeah. Take your foot and put it in my pocket.
Oh, what?
Come on, I'm gonna start leading.
He steps over, and both of you whip back out. You show back up into the captain's quarters. You notice that Betty's just been standing there, just staring at Kaz, not talking.
Well, it looks like you two are getting along.
Oh, yes.
He has very pretty eyes.
Yeah, he does.
Oh my gosh. That's
Well,
amazing.
Captain Goldtooth is in. Right?
He looks towards Betty.
Oh, it's worth it. It's so worth it. Trust me, I am. Yeah, it's worth it. All right. You gotta be in.
As Betty looks towards him. Okay. I'm in.
Beautiful. So, next order of business here. I've been out of the loop for quite some time now. I'm sure you've noticed. Haven't been around.
Yeah.
So, now that we're a team now, essentially, I've heard rumors floating about that Calypso is trying to become a pirate king. He fancies himself?
Yeah. Fucking old fart, yeah. Calypso's trying to think he's gonna be the pirate king. And, as far as I'm aware, he's got 3 other crews with him. But, now we are 3 crew deep as well, so he's only got 1 more crew ahead of us. Which means that we need to start recruiting.
And recruit away we shall.
I would say that if we could get Jethro on our side.
Oh, that won't be a problem.
Yeah, problem is though, he was supposed to show up like a week ago from some job on some island, never showed back up.
Oh, yeah. There was a cannibal island he went to. He offered to go half with me. Not even really half if I helped him, but I had other things going on. So maybe he's not with us anymore. Maybe he got eaten.
He went to a cannibal island, and he hasn't shown back up.
Yeah, so maybe...
Maybe you should probably look into that,
Yeah,
or find out if he's,
I don't really want to go there, though. If Is there anyone else, you know, anyone else we can look into?
Well, there's Caddy Biggs. Caddy Biggs might be
No.
able to, you know, she might be able to help us.
Yeah.
Then you got, well, I think John, like Shriver, I think he's with Calypso, so he's out. There's Moonscar.
Moonstar.
Yeah, she's, I mean, she's kind of a solo person, but it could work out. Let's see here. What about little Toby, the rapscallion kid? He's always got his wits with him.
Have I dealt with him?
You've dealt with Toby a few times. He's known as the Rapscallion Kid. He's only 18 years old, and he's the youngest pirate lord that sails the seas. He's got a crew of 26.
Holy shit.
His ship is called In a Bottle.
It's called what? In a bottle?
In a Bottle. He's very cocky, very full of himself, but is probably one of the most deadliest fencers and sword players that you've ever seen.
You know, that's a good idea. He's got quite the crew. What do you think it would take to get him on our side?
Honestly, I'd say we just feel the walls out with him, you know? If he doesn't like Calypso, then we just go and push him on that. Right?
Right. And you know, I do have the other way of persuading. The gold. I'm referring to the gold that I just showed you. That.
Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. As he like looks down towards your chest.
They are very persuading.
Yeah, alright, that's enough of that, alright.
I mean, I'm just saying, Shiv knows how to pick him. Alright? I'm just saying. I'm not the only one in the room that's gonna say it. You know, it's that.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest right now, I'm a little sick of hearing his name.
And then you notice that Betty looks over towards Goldtooth and just.
Alright. Well, hey, let's say, well, speaking of blokes who, got a thing for you, there's always handsome William Cole, the Belladina Raiders, right?
No.
No?
Last resort. No.
Alright.
Not a
Let's see.
fan. Not a fan.
What about Nethel?
Nethel.
Yeah, the merchant. He's another one that always plays by gold, right?
Tell you what, we'll play it as we come by then. Test the waters, see how it goes.
Alright. Oh. The only other ones that I think are out there right now are the Blow Boys, but I don't really want to deal with them because they're a bunch of fucking losers.
Yeah, you know, I have a feeling that we won't have to deal with them.
Yes, I don't think they're gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Whatever that means. And then there's Fleshbeard.
Flashbeard? No.
Yeah, Fleshbeard.
He's not a pretty sight.
So he's undead. Right? He was inflicted with some sort of death curse or something. And his face skin fell off,
Yeah, it's a
but it hangs on his chin.
It's pretty gross.
So we just call him Fleshbeard.
Yeah, it's really hard.
He
not
is
to-
a talented singer. You gotta listen to him. His song Scallywag captivates millions. Let's see, he's got a crew of 18. His ship is the Fetid Tides. We'll see here. You got me, you got Betty, we're already on board. I'm telling you, Caddy Biggs is probably, I think she always liked you. Other than that, there's Tazin. Yeah, Tazin. Bilgegill. He's the merfolk.
I'm saying right now, I think we go for Kid.
Alright, we'll go find Kid, and then wherever the fuck old Red Eye is, we'll get, I think we were pretty tight with him, right? Right?
I've run into him recently.
Yeah. Now, let's see here. Because he got a crew of 15, and then his ship, the Dragon Turtle.
Yeah, I don't think he'll work out though. He's kind of involved in some other stuff right now.
Alright. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll make my way. Raven the whole way, of course. And I'll try and track down Toby.
Good.
And you want to try and track down Jethro? See if he's dead or not?
I'll do my best. I'm not promising anything. If I come across that island and his ship is still there and there's no one on it, I am not stepping foot on an island full of cannibals. That's all I can say.
All right.
His ship is a lot bigger than ours.
I said I wouldn't step foot on the island. If the ship's not being used, the ship's not being used. You know?
I mean,
they're all dead. What good's it gonna do?
hey,
sitting there?
bad juju taking another pirate ship. But I mean, if he's dead, he ain't using it, right?
Right, yeah, we're pretty close, you know. I think he wouldn't mind. Though there is supposed to be a nice item on that island.
Well, he did help us out with, your hometown.
We'll see what we can do.
And then you got Barbosa Matu, but he's with Calypso already. And then Fang, but Fang hates your fucking guts, so.
Feeling is mutual.
Yeah. Well, which really is a big shame because she's with Calypso as well, and she's got a crew of 28. So
I'm surprised she's not chasing Shiv around.
she probably is. If she finds out that you and Shiv had a falling out.
I'm sure she already knows about it now. She's fucking creepy anyway.
Yeah, I'll give you that. All right, well, that's settled. Are you all set there, Betty?
She looks. I suppose. I am happy with this.
You don't look happy. You look very indifferent, actually. Do you need a drink?
No drink.
All right. Well, I look forward to doing business with you all.
I just want to be free.
Of what exactly?
From all the enforcement, patrols of the seas. I don't want war.
I can respect that.
If there is war, and countries begin to fight, I will have no choice but to return home.
Understood.
And with that, you will all call me by my name, Bianca.
Bianca.
Here's Gold, who looks up toward you.
Hey, yeah, you're from Cravoy, aren't you?
Yes, I'm from Kavoi.
Yeah, I mean your accent gave it away, but the whole raven black hair, the large stature. No offense. You know, big ladies are good looking too, but I've heard rumors that
She stops, looks towards everyone in the room. Yes, it is known by some that I am from House Black. You guys immediately remember this. House Black is the same house that the Bloody Sovereign is from. It's the King of Cravoy.
How did you end up here?
I wanted to be free.
So your family's not like around looking for you or anything like that? Because I feel like they would be.
If they knew I was here, then maybe.
So why would you need to go back and fight in a war? I mean,
I don't want to. I don't want to be what they wanted me to be. But I do still love my family.
well, Chisbel. It's something we're going to talk about in private. But if you stay with us, we could prevent that. Or at least try to.
I'd say try. We don't do guarantees on this ship.
There are forces at work right now that want that.
Try as much as we can do.
Let's try not to see that you have to go back home just to fight somebody else's war.
I will set sail tonight. I will go and start to find other crews.
I suppose we should have set a rendezvous point and date and all that.
Where would you like to meet?
So when I'm thinking about what would probably be a good spot to meet,
Good
like,
center ground of the Strand would be Scuttleport.
Scuttleport?
Yeah.
Alright, let's say Scuttleport. How's that sound?
That will do.
How much time do you think you need?
A week, maybe 2.
Let's say 2.
Very well. Alright, yeah. 2 weeks. And I'll find my way back.
Well,
I'm gonna shake their hands.
Yeah. They shake their hands and they're like, alright, let's go. And then, nice meeting you, nice meeting you. Father, you come in with food as they're getting ready to leave.
Oh, I brought everyone some delicious mutton.
Hey, thanks there, hey, buddy. And you notice that Goldtooth just comes up and grabs some mutton, just yanks it off.
I got a little to-go bag. Enjoy.
And then, you notice that,
And for you, Queen.
Oh my god.
Bianca looks down towards you.
Do not call me queen.
She kneels down, grabs the mutton.
It's good.
Thank you. I'm a very accomplished cook.
She pats you on the top of the head, stands up, walks out.
Alright, was Lavender in here? Where's Lavender?
Alright, Lavender.
Lavender's not here.
I'm calling. He was right behind me.
Where's Lavender?
Was that right behind you?
Oh, fucking Christ.
I must have lost him on my way
Where's
up.
Lavender?
Fucking Christ.
just deciding people are there.
Fauna, can you do me a huge favor and find Lavender and bring him here?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright, Lavender!
Not like that!
I'm down in my room. I just want to.
Just go get him.
What, bro? I already left. I'm walking and yelling.
Okay. As you go to get him, you hear Faulkner screaming.
I'm going to open my door. Why are you screaming?
Cotton won't see in her quarters.
Okay. I'm going to go out and go to the quarters.
Alright. Make your way up.
Alright, everyone have a seat, because I feel like this is going to be a long conversation.
You notice that Barry kind of makes his way up.
I feel like we're sort of running on gas here, or burning fuel. So, we want me to go ahead and get the crew started and get the ship ready to move?
Yes.
And are we making our way towards where Jethro went?
I guess so. Try to find him, hopefully he's alive.
Alright. On it.
You notice Barry takes his leave.
So,
So,
how do you want to dissect this?
okay.
Not like I was.
Yeah, preferably not. That's disgusting.
You will walk.
So, let's just go ahead and just start with,
Dissected? Opened?
so we'll start with Lavender. So, Lavender has been infected by a demon.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Which demon?
It was that mushroom lady that I told you about.
Right, did you get a name?
It is, Zakmoy, I believe.
That's correct. He said, good job. You said it correctly.
Alright.
I don't know. Larisian said she's like a smaller demon, I think, or she has like a realm or something.
Well, I think he mentioned that she has a small following.
Oh, that.
I don't think she's small by any means.
No, she wasn't. I've seen her with my eyes.
He says she was a demon lord.
Oh.
Which means that she owns an entire plane of the abyss.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
To be fair, I wouldn't.
So, what are we supposed to do about that?
I don't. That is what I asked Larisian. He didn't really have any. He said he had a friend, right?
Larisian is using his resources and is going to research it for us. So at least we're getting a handle on it.
I didn't know that it was a demon.
It's fine, Lavender. It's someone decided to be mean to you.
Yeah, we all have our demons, you know what I mean? Alright, so... what else? You joined something?
Yes. So we are kind of interconnected with the Covenant Thorns. I'm an agent now, and I was received my first order as an agent. My first order is to kill Calypso.
That is the best fucking thing I've ever heard, but why?
Well, apparently Calypso is in cahoots with Old Bela.
Alright. So, that kind of works with what I'm doing, though, because I kind of want him anyway, so I'm not going to argue it.
Well, it works, so
Well, at least we have that going for us. Also, congratulations on your third or fourth whatever job you have now.
Yes, I didn't look at it that way.
Yes, we got a lot of things going on.
And if I'm being completely honest right now, Lavne and I may have found
Oh, I forgot about that.
a phylactery.
But I know what that is.
You mean an intelligence roll? Alright, history roll. Wish they had like a academics roll.
12.
Yeah, you're aware of what a phylactery is.
A phylactery? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, you're aware as well.
Yes, so a lich's phylactery.
Just
Oh,
what,
God,
what,
and
just
what?
sitting by the side of the road.
No,
Who cares where, what happened, why you bring what happened?
so it broke.
It did a thing. It did a really weird like scream thing.
It's spooky stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's not good.
So that happened.
You
So
broke a lich's phylactery.
oh, okay, well, it can die now.
I have a bad feeling about that, I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, it will probably bite me in the ass later on. But I'm just letting you aware, so just all of a sudden, if we're attacked by skeletons, you understand why.
Perfect.
So that happened.
Right.
But back to Fallner's
Why
issue.
not?
Fallner. The basis of it is that this elf will know what you're doing at all times. Everything you say, he will know. So, Larisian let us know that if you want the mark off you, you have to convince him to take it off you.
Or you have to die.
That, yes, that is a solution too. Probably not the one that Fallen wants.
No, I'm just saying that it's either one or the other. He has to be nice or he's got to die.
And you can't kill the elf because it's gonna persist after he's dead.
Wait, but who shoots the arrows after he's dead?
The mark, the longer it's on you, the more it's going to, well, affect you.
In what way?
To the point where you're going to dream every night. That moment when you, well, committed the act that brought that onto you.
Alright, so... Lavenday's infected by a demon. You broke a Lich's phylactery, and Fauna is going to slowly sink into insanity. All while we're trying to get lots of things done.
So next curse we find is for you.
Okay, so
I've been cursed since I was born, right?
So plus side, we got leeway on Lavande's issue.
No.
So we understand what's going on with him. I got a promotion, and
And you have that stone thing too that you can talk
yeah,
to.
so talking to Mercian now. It's a little easier, and our paths coincide. I have to kill the same person that you want to kill. So I mean, it's good. It's fine for right now.
The biggest plus of all, we have a nice big jug of good juice to drink tonight.
Yes, I brought alcohol. That's
I brought
That did cost him a lot of gold.
Yeah, I know. I gave it to him.
yes. It was a
Well,
lot.
did you spend it? Did you spend it all? 10,000 gold.
It was a hefty
Oh.
order.
Wow.
It took most of it. A
Wow.
lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
All of it, huh?
It was I didn't count it all, but I have my gold still.
Give me a deception check. You mean insight check there, Jez?
15.
I'm 20.
Okay.
Yes, it was quite a bit of gold.
Oh, hopefully it's worth it.
You feel that the anchor is getting raised and the boat already beginning to turn and leave port as you guys all sail out of Pete's Hole. And as the ship begins to sail into the night, do you all go down, lay down, go to sleep?
Yes.
Okay. Or were you guys gonna stay up drinking?
No, I'm not going to suggest we do it tonight since we need to be on our
Okay.
toes.
So you guys turn and head to sleep. And as you head to sleep, sound comfortable.
If we get attacked by skeletons right now, I'm going to be so mad.
Warm sounds of the ocean caressing your ship. Jess. Anyone awake?
What time of the night is it?
It's probably about 2 in the morning.
Oh, I'll be asleep.
Honestly, I'm probably going to be having trouble sleeping because of everything that's kind of going on.
Okay. You can go ahead and give me a perception check.
11.
All right. On deck, at another scene. Barry, sitting towards the front of the ship, has his bottle in his hand. Whiskey, Johnny. Whiskey made me break my nose. Johnny. Drank it out an old tin can. Whiskey. What the fuck is that? Barry stands up and looks as the ship sailing slowly through the night. Dense fog rolls in and hits the ship. It's milk white, opaque, dense haze encompasses the entire vessel. Oi! Anyone there? You fucking ghost? You fucking ghost on the ship? You in a ghost ship? Do it. Do it, you fucks. I dare you. Oh. Yeah, fuck. He goes to throw it. no splash. I'm not that drunk. The fuck? He goes and looks over the edge, and as he does, a point, the sword, as a swashbuckling pirate pulls himself up over onto the ship. I know. Worse than ghosts. Shiv. Oh. Hey, how's it going? Go sleep, Barry. As Barry hits the ground, hands begin to grab the side of the vessel, slowly but surely, with blades in their teeth. Pirates begin to climb up onto the ship. As just within this dense, hazy fog, Gallows End sits right next to the ship. Sound of the anchor unraveling wakes you all up as a quick jerk of the vessel, the ship stopping. You feel the vessel stop. You listen, and all of you, if you awake from this, hear the sound of wood slowly creaking on deck. You see the light beneath your cabin door, Jez, as a silhouette stands ahead of it. You see the doorknob begin to turn.
I wanna. Okay, while this is happening, I wanna stealth to. Where's a good hiding spot nearby, in the cabin?
You could try to hide. You could probably hide under the table. You could hide behind the bed. You could hide. You could hide behind the bookshelf.
I'll do bookshelf.
Hide behind the bookshelf.
Mm-hmm. 18.
Door slowly opens. As it creaks open, you see your pearl begin to glow. You tuck it. As soon as you tuck the pearl, you hear the sound of his boots walking into the room.
I'm gonna pull my dagger.
Jazzy, I know you're in here. I can still smell you. Come on out, my little rose plucked by the sea. Where you at, Jazzy? Hiding under the bed.
I'm gonna wait until he goes like past the bookshelf if he does.
His boots beginning to circle the room.
Maybe you're under the table.
As he flips the table over.
Come out, wherever you are. Why don't you give your husband a kiss?
Maybe you're... And he passes the bookshelf.
As soon as he does, I want to get up behind him and try to put the dagger up to his throat.
And as soon as you get up behind him, and you go to put the dagger against his throat, you see his body just dissipate into illusion. And he stands right behind you with his sword against your neck.
Oh, come on, Jez. You all know that I'm better than that. Hello, love. You miss me?
You notice his sick, black, swordfish bone-like scimitar dripping with its black water onto the floor.
I hear you've been looking for me.
You heard right.
Well, I guess this is rude, isn't it? What do you want to do, Jez? Kill me?
I think I should be asking you what the fuck you want to do. Why are you here?
To stop you from getting yourself killed. That's what.
Oh, you want to stop me from getting myself killed? Really?
Why do you think I left you? Why do you think I left you on that fucking shithole town?
I don't know, that thought kind of occurred to me after I was wondering why you murdered my father.
Murdered your father? You mean that cultist fucking nut job? Yeah. Yeah, I killed him. What of it? I killed a lot of other men. Killed a lot of other women, too. That never bothered you.
You really think it wouldn't bother me that you killed a family member? You thought that'd be alright?
Yeah. Maybe you were too soft.
You notice that he dematerializes his weapon.
I'm not here to stop whatever you're trying to do with your crew. That's cute. Really. Go ahead. But stay away from Zeltivado. You hear me?
Fuck you, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You're not gonna come on my ship and tell me what to do.
There's that spice I like. I gotta say, Jez, we could just let this all blow over. Maybe you and me just, forget the whole crew and start fresh, huh?
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. I feel like I heard that before when I made the entire mistake of leaving with you.
Alright, so you're not gonna listen to me. And doesn't sound like you're in the mood. So, what are you gonna do to me then?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Shiv. That's what I'm gonna do.
And how are you gonna do that? You don't got no power.
I'm gonna summon my Hexblade.
As soon as you summon your hex blade, and that blade makes its way into your hand, and that black curved saber with Levistus biting down onto it, and its cold fury filling you. You see Shiv's eyes widen. Back up.
Jazzy, what the fuck did you do?
I picked a few things up from you.
You made a pact. Jez.
What? You did the same fucking thing?
Jez. With what? With who? What the fuck did you do?
That's not really your concern.
What the fuck did you do? What's your pact?
I'll tell you what, Shiv, I'm not gonna tell you that, because that's not your fucking business. You don't deserve to know that.
Is your pact to fucking kill me? I know you too fucking well. Is your pact to end my life?
You're not wrong.
You dumb bitch. You dumb fucking bitch.
He moves over to grab your sword, on the by the blade, and he wants to pull it up to his chest, if you allow it.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna kill you right now. Not just yet. I have to make sure I embarrass you first. Give us some time.
I don't care about the pirates. Or the Strand. I don't care if I lose my entire crew, my ship. I don't care. You don't know why you don't realize why I never told you about my pact. Why
He steps forward into his chest. It moves halfway through the blade.
I'm cursed with this. And you made a pact you can't complete.
The fuck do you mean?
You hear slow clapping as you see Shiv's shaking body, trembling, freeze. And the room's windows begin to crack as you feel that dark chill enter into the room. Oh, Jazzy. You found Shiv. Good. I guess here's the now time to kill him. Oh, you can't. He's already dead. You made the deal to kill a dead man.
You fucking knew?
Of course I knew.
What is this sick game?
'Cause, Chase,
I want you right where I want you. You're gonna be my good little pet. You're gonna reap all these souls for me. Feed my blade. And free me from this prison.
You fucking bastard.
You're so very gullible. So blinded by vengeance. It was really cute. But now
what?
I guess you could still kill Shiv and complete your pact. You would just have to find a way to kill something that's undead.
I wonder how you would do that. Or maybe take care of whatever he's made a pact with. Ooh, there's an idea.
What the fuck did he make a pact with?
One of my locks.
That's what he made a pact with. All you have to do is kill his patron. And... Ooh, one of my locks gets opened. I like getting opened up.
Alright, just tell me who it is.
I'm sure if you look over towards that beautiful little tattoo you have. The Kraken. You see, they're awful creatures. Vicious, cruel, malicious, and sometimes, you wanna know what Krakens hate the most? Mating. They call it the black tide. It's when all the Krakens from all the seas, they come together for one big mating orgy fest. Except it's violent and bloody, and they rip each other limb from limb. Some Krakens are so terrified of it that they actually seek out undeath. And how do you do that? With Lichdom. He made a deal with a rather feisty one. It's a Kraken-Lich. Ancient, too. It's been around for a very long time.
How the fuck am I supposed to kill that?
Well, you are amassing a whole pirate army, aren't you? Maybe you should get real angry, bring all your boats and go boom, boom, boom. Blow it to pieces. I don't care how you fucking kill it. Break my lock.
Or I suppose you could just wander the seas for eternity, reaping souls for me.
Whoa, wait, what?
Oh, you didn't remember? If you don't kill Shiv, then I get your soul, which means I'm just gonna power you up, keep you alive forever, and you're just going to sail around. You'll become a legend. The mistress of the sea. The Baroness of the Depths. Sailors will have nightmares about you as you sail and slash across with my thirsty blade. You better get to work. But then again, you have all the time. Just like me.
You notice that the ice begins to fade away and fall as Shiv, pulls the blade out of his chest. I can't die. Jazzy.
Crackledge?
How the fuck do you know that?
What on earth possessed you to do that? You know what? Save it. I don't fucking care. Get the fuck off my ship.
He turns and begins to walk away towards the door. He stops. Jez. I don't know who or what you made a deal with. You have no idea. You have no idea what type of darkness I'm in. Hope you find what you're looking for. Its name. Zarthalix. Zarthalix. The rotting deep. And he walks out, shuts the door. And that is where we're going to end tonight. Thank you all for joining us for episode 31. A Shiv to the heart.
Wow.
Is this silence good or is this bad?
No, I mean, excellent job.
Yeah.
But wow. This shit got serious real fucking quick.
Plus side, it could be his phylactery, so you can kill it now.
There's only one way to find out.
Well, we got 2 liches. I mean, it's like
You get a lich and you get a lich. You all get liches.
Let's go find another lich.
All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Jade is in a catatonic state.
I'm broken. So broken.
I didn't mean to break you.
Does not compute.
But we'll be back tomorrow with Chicago by Night, episode 6.
6. We're halfway done.
Yep, 6. So be sure to turn in for that. And until next time, everyone, remember the best time to tell stories is whenever it's near dark.
Near
Thank you all.
freaking dark,
Bye-bye.
dude.